All right. All right, this is King Bucho. Welcome to BDA Boxing, the Boxing Debate Arena. This is Open Light Friday, summer edition. So we're going to be here for a while. And yeah, we're going to talk about anything and anything related to boxing. I want to talk about Canelo Crawford. I know that fight is still over a month away, but I made some videos recently. I don't know if you've seen them. And man, the comment section is just fucking crazy. I see a lot of delusional people. And I want to debate these people. I think we should talk about this fight. It's a big fight, so we can start talking about it right now. There's no need to wait. By the way, shout out to everybody in the chat. Rafael Garza, Tu Matador, Knockout Net, Boxing Sage. Who else do we have here? Frank, always supporting the show. Severino. Who else do we have here? Tu Matador, yes. Let Me Ace. Messivar, Grim Reaper, Knockout Net. Ricardo in the chat says they're calling you a crawfish hater in the comment section. I mean, yeah, they're saying a lot of things. And let me unmute myself. Yeah, these people are crazy. They're crazy. I mean, if you're picking Crawford, that's fine. I would just like to know how he's going to beat Canelo. And again, I don't want any excuses after the fight. I don't want to hear that Canelo was too big, because these guys are saying that Crawford is so good, his ring IQ is so high that he's going to defeat Canelo, and they're convinced. So how can they say after the fight that Canelo was just too big? I mean, don't they know that already? Are they fucking retarded? So we're going to talk about that. All right, we have already somebody in the chat here, and sorry, on Discord. Who is this? Ah, he's gone. He gone. Guys, the link is in the chat. The link is in the description. So let's talk some boxing. All right, we have Never Sobers here. Never Sobers, jump in when you're ready. We're just going to talk about anything. I want to talk about Canelo Crawford. I don't know what you guys want to talk about. I might even...
Let's talk about it, bro. Let's fucking talk about it, bro. Draw your line in the sand. If you pick Crawford against Canelo, fuck you. All right? Teddy Atlas, fuck you. Timothy Bradley, fuck you. All right? All you motherfuckers picking Crawford, fuck you, bro. That's what I got to say about the fight, Bucho.
Perfect. Well said. I couldn't have said it any better. Seriously, like, fuck you. Teddy Atlas, I mean, he's been wrong so many times. This guy doesn't even give a shit. That's how, like, fed up he's with the sport or something. He just doesn't give a fuck. He comes up with these crazy-ass fucking predictions every fucking time. He picked Jermell Charlo to beat Canelo. And what happened after the fight? I don't know what the fuck he's... I'm going to have to look into it. What did he say after the fight? Because he got it way wrong. And now he's saying Crawford's going to win. Seriously? Timothy Bradley, of course. This guy has been... well, he's a big Crawford fan. I think he's friends with Crawford. He is friends with Crawford. I was rewatching the Postal fight, and he was in the crowd.
Who was?
And, Timothy Bradley.
Oh, of course, man.
Yeah, so they go way back. So I'm not surprised, but still, I mean, he could at least, I mean, if he's your friend, that's fine. You want him to win, I understand. But be a little bit more realistic. The way he's talking about this fight, and he's like kind of mocking people who think that Canelo's going to win. He's like, how you guys think he's going to win? Canelo's going to just be, he's going to be swinging. He's going to be like that. And Crawford's just going to be like evading all those punches like he's in the Matrix or something. I'm like, okay, I know he's your friend again, but keep it real a little bit. Keep it realistic.
Yeah, I like listening to all the weird mental gymnastics people are doing to try to make this fight work for Crawford. And it's great, dude. It's great. It's going to be another Fury Wilder moment, right? Their hearts are going to be broken. There's going to be a bunch of videos coming out afterwards. They're going to try to say that Canelo's dirty. You know what I mean? That's a setup that we've already been seeing, right? Mucho, you've peeped that play, right? You see how that guy who beat Rodriguez, he beat Yafai Galil?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? That Mexican dude, he was like a nobody. He was underdog. He wins the fight. And then like a week later, whatever, they say he popped. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I feel like there's some foul play there. And, you know, there's I think Food TV's talked about it, right? You know how they've been accusing the Canelo camp recently of being all dirty, and they're accusing guys that aren't even in the camp.
Right.
They're blaming Eddie Reynoso for them popping dirty at different times when they weren't even working with him. So there's a theory going around that they're trying to already set up an excuse for after Crawford gets his ass knocked the fuck out. You know, they're going to find something in Canelo's tube of toothpaste that's going to make him pop. So everyone keep an eye out for that shit.
I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden Canelo tests positive after this fight. They're against him. They really are. Sheik wants the rematch. He said it multiple times. So maybe that's the plan. Rob Canelo. Let's see what people are saying in the chat here. J. Cole says, Teddy Atlas is anti-Canelo. Don't look any further from him regarding Canelo. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but I'm keeping receipts. I'm recording all these videos. I'm keeping them safe in the vault, in the BDA vault, and all of this will come out after the fight. I'm keeping receipts. We're taking down predictions. So if you guys want to jump in and give us your prediction, we can write it down right now. I might even open the phone lines. But again, all these people that are subscribed to our channel, I know you're out there. I know you're listening. I know I see you in the comment section of my videos. Jump in and let's talk. Let's have a civilized debate. I am Green says Canelo by knockout. Yep, I'm leaning towards the stoppage. But I can see Crawford somehow managing to make it to a 12th round. But lately,
I do not.
Yeah, no, seriously. That was what I was saying before. Then I started watching because I'm trying to make one final video, and I'm rewatching these Crawford fights. Holy shit, this guy gets hit a lot, and if Canelo starts catching him like all these guys, he's out.
I told my dad, Bucho, that Canelo and Crawford are gonna fight. And he said, "What?" I said, "Canelo and Crawford are gonna fight." And he goes, he gets hit too much, and that's it. Mm-hmm. That's the bottom line, bro. He gets hit too much. You cannot get hit that much against Canelo, especially when you're the smaller guy. You're going to fucking sleep.
But Crawford has a dog, right? He likes that. He likes.
Yeah, he got an ego. So when you hit him, he doesn't get hurt. He gets mad. You know what I mean?
Right. And you know, and when they talk about when they talk about Crawford getting hit, they think about like that Sean Porter fight where like he was, you know, showing his toughness or whatever. But he was getting hit as well against Madrimov, and I don't think he wanted to get hit against Madrimov because it was supposed to be a boxing fight, right? It wasn't supposed to be a war.
When Spence when Sean Porter hit him, that was on purpose.
Yeah, but they're saying like basically, he wanted to get into that type of fight. That's what I've seen. I read he wanted to show the dog, you know, he can hang in there against Madrimov, he wanted to get hit with a straight right, all of it, like out of nowhere. You know, Madrimov wouldn't even have to set up this right hand. He would just throw it, the straight right, and he would land all of a sudden. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? He didn't see that? Crawford didn't see that coming? No. Holy shit.
Boxer got hit. It was shocking. Bro, Skull was touching Canelo with that uppercut all day. So
what, was he?
Yeah, he really was. Go back and look.
Dirk, we're gonna go there. We're gonna watch that fight. We're gonna watch that fight together, man. We're gonna watch that fight together, man. Don't drop off.
Fight, but we can watch the highlights. They'll show that in the highlights. He was hitting Canelo with that uppercut all day. Canelo is only throwing one or two.
You gotta choose your words correctly, man. You gotta choose your words correct. I mean, all day.
Yeah, he was. Canelo is finally fighting somebody that knows how to control distance since Bivol. This is the first opponent he knows that actually knows what they're doing as far as controlling distance. That's why I'm picking Crawford to do it. Fight. Golovkin's he's not trying to maintain distance. He wants to get up in you. Pause.
Golovkin isn't as good.
No. In that second fight, he was actually taking steps back. He wasn't running.
Yeah, but
he was taking steps back. He wasn't trying to get in there, as you say.
Yeah, well, Golovkin is not trying to outbox you.
He was trying to outbox. He was trying to set up a right hand as well, but that's outboxing, right? I mean, you can do both. You can just
either way. Golovkin and Crawford are two different fighters, and on top of that, people think Golovkin won that second fight. I think Canelo won, but that's beside.
I think it was close.
Yeah, it was close. But so either way, this is arguably the second, third most skilled fighter Canelo's fought. The only reason I have this fight close to 50-50 is because of the weight. That's it. If it wasn't for that, bro, I'm picking Crawford to dominate Canelo. And actually, if they were in the same weight class, Canelo wouldn't even fight this dude. So let's keep it a buck. He'll be too dangerous and too risky.
But which fights do you think Canelo looks at from Crawford and goes like, "Oh shit, I'm glad he's not in the same weight division"?
Let's compare their skill set. I'll give Canelo defense. He's got better defense. I'll give him that. I think Crawford's a better counterpuncher than Canelo. He's sharper. They're both good counterpunchers, but he's got more variety in his counterpunches. But the main difference is Bud is better at making adjustments. Bud's footwork is much better than Canelo. Canelo's flat-footed. Everybody in the mama knows this.
Okay. So,
yeah.
So I would think defense would nullify some sort of that counterpunching in a way, right?
This fight comes down to this fight's gonna come down to if Canelo can hurt Crawford. If he can't hurt Crawford, it's over with. Bud's gonna win on decision. I promise.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think
that's simple as that.
All right.
And I think that's just getting frustrating. Like, go ahead.
Yeah.
Just have my fucking money ready. Just have my fucking money ready, Dirk.
You guy, you're
likewise.
Which fight are you talking about where where you saw Crawford make massive adjustments and just take over the fight?
Dirk, you're
quarter.
Kell Brook. I wish. Oh my God, he was 3 rounds. My God, he was 3 rounds. He was losing all of them, in my opinion. And then he caught him with a right hook. That's it. There was no adjustments made. Like it wasn't like he.
No, there definitely was. Kell Brook was landing the jab early in the fight. Crawford took it away.
That's early. The whole fight is early in the fight. The whole fight is sorry, but the whole fight is early in the fight. But go ahead.
And then Bud took it away and knocked his ass out.
No, Bud landed half a jab and knocked out this fucking dehydrated guy. Who gives a shit? This garbage fight.
Like, listen, I'm not saying Crawford's a bum, but I'm not saying you're
saying
if they were in the wait, I know what you think, FTV, but Dirk, you're saying if they were in the same weight class, there's no way Canelo wins because Crawford's skills are like 10 times better, basically. I think
that's not ridiculous. Not 10 times better.
Well, okay. But, well, how would you evaluate his skills? Compare them. Which word would you use? Which term? There.
I would say he has a more versatile skill set. Does that make sense?
So you think Crawford's better? So you think Crawford is better than Lara? A guy who beat
that's why he's achieved. Yes, he is. That's why he's achieved more than Paul Lara.
No, he hasn't. His achievements are trash, absolute garbage. Doesn't know.
Wait.
I mean, who's talking about?
He doesn't have his achievements mean nothing.
Crawford hasn't,
and watch guys.
Oh, dude, you go with your emotions. I'm talking facts here. Like,
you're going with the emotions, man. Come on.
Who did he beat?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. But I'm not bringing it up. I know because it's irrelevant. I'm not bringing it up because it's irrelevant. We're not gonna get anywhere by saying.
I'm just saying, like, who did he beat that makes him better than Lara? Who did he even fight that makes him better than Lara?
Well, okay, who did Bivol beat before Canelo? Nobody. Still cooked his ass.
Bivol better be it.
Bivol, we know.
I said before.
It doesn't matter who
Are you dumb?
It matters where he is.
Are you dumb?
Where is? Okay,
I said before.
Hey,
one at a time, motherfucker. Like
it doesn't matter before. If you're asking before.
Hold on.
But not after, because you want to avoid the fact that right now people is the light heavyweight champion.
Yeah, John Pascal. That's what I say. Look.
Oh wow, John Pascal. That'll get you ready for Canelo.
Pascal's a former champion, bro. You trying to shit on him?
But stop it. That's not Canelo's level.
All right. Well, who the hell Crawford beat? A washed up Earl Spence, a B-level bum who punched people's dicks off, who had brain damage from a car accident.
Have you ever seen Canelo beat anybody like the way Crawford does?
Avanesium with busted gloves.
Show me one performance by Canelo that looked like the Earl Spence ass whooping. Show me one.
Many. There's many of them.
Kirkland.
Why are you going to bring up Earl Spence had brain damage? He was supposed to retire in 2019. Why are you bringing that garbage up?
Yeah.
Yeah, look. It says he laid out Amir Khan with one punch. Amir Khan got beat with low blows versus Crawford.
Amir Khan was winning that fight before that knockout.
Yeah, and that was a way more prime Amir Khan, who was on sauce, right?
Amir Khan didn't win a single round against Crawford.
Look, Canelo Alvarez fought a way fresher Amir Khan than Crawford did.
Hey, by the way, did Amir Khan remind the people at home? Did Canelo pull him up in weight?
Did he knock him out? Did he actually knock him out?
Yeah, he did. Obviously, it's a welterweight. Yeah, and that ended up how he should have ended up. The guy he looked dead.
That'd be embarrassing.
I think he died for 2 seconds or something. Yeah.
It'd be embarrassing if Canelo did that again and lost.
Well, it doesn't matter.
He saw the lights.
We're gonna cook him when he loses. We're gonna cook him for sure.
Dude, you're delusional with this Crawford. When that guy gets laid out, what are your excuses going to be when he's laid out in his face? What's going to be?
He's too big. I know that. He was too big. I told you it was a 50-50 fight because Canelo was just too big. So I told you he's going to be saying that. All of these people are going to be saying that.
Funny part? The funny part is, from what I hear, Canelo's actually leaning out. He's getting leaner.
Good.
So he might actually look smaller than Crawford. So guess who might have the speed advantage?
It's true.
Canelo knows he's going to have to catch the rabbit. That's
you know what's going to be funny? You know what's going to be funny? When Canelo actually boxes Crawford's ears off and slips a punch and boom, and just lays him out right there. Just slips a punch and hits him. Because I bet you're going to see that. He's going to slip one of this guy's punches and he's going to rail him with a shot. And he might actually just knock him out right there. And that shit's going to look real smooth. And all these guys talking, oh, he can't box. He can't box. That's what I'm saying. Go back and study what this guy was doing in the past. His boxing level is far higher than Crawford's. It always has been. You don't just go in there versus Triple G, bro.
I'm sorry. If he's flat-footed, he's slow.
His speed is slower. The thing is, like, these guys, they got to see these dudes dance around in order for it to be called footwork.
I know.
He's not
be running around the ring. Seriously, and then where I keep hearing, he struggled against, for example, John Ryder. I mean, he struggled against John Ryder. Did you see John Ryder? How he looked physically. He was all buttoned up.
A big guy.
Canelo wasn't on the back foot. Canelo wasn't circling around, trying to figure him out. Canelo was just trying to stop him.
Crawford struggled with Avenesian. I mean, what are you going to bring?
All right, bro. You got your shit off. You got your shit off. Let me talk, motherfucker. Look, bro. This is like... This is like
G talk.
This is like talking to children, bro. This dude says, "Well, what a footwork? What does that mean? Well, what does that matter?" Oh, ask Bivol.
Doesn't have good footwork.
What do you mean? What footwork?
He cooked Canelo using footwork, good lead hand, and
what about Crawford suggesting he has Bivol's footwork though? You know what I mean? You're saying Bivol did that, but Crawford doesn't fight like Bivol. He's not bouncing in and out the whole time. Yeah. He's not going to do that for 12 rounds, bro. Crawford doesn't need to fight like that.
He doesn't need to fight exactly like Bivol to beat Canelo. Just like Bivol.
So why would you even bring that up if you don't expect him to fight like him?
Different body size, different.
Can I answer? See, this is how dumb you.
That was stupid.
This is how dumb y'all are. Did Bivol need to fight like Mayweather to beat Canelo? He still beat him, didn't he? There's more than one ways to beat this dude.
Yeah, of course.
Why would you bring a Bivol?
Yeah,
why would you bring a Bivol?
Yeah,
Floyd stood in front of Canelo and beat his ass, and then Bivol maintained his distance and picked him apart.
Dirk, you got like a gerbil brain. We already spoke about this. The guy was dehydrated. Why do you keep?
He was dehydrated.
Why do you keep excluding that?
Good point.
Why do you keep excluding that?
Well, yeah. My pussy hurt.
Somebody can jump in and help work out. People.
He was a baby.
What you're doing is you're being dishonest and you're taking that out of the equation. You're not adding that to the equation. You're also not adding in the fact that he beat Lara, who's far more elusive than Floyd.
Did he beat Lara though?
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
oh my God, man! This is why.
Yeah. Whatever.
Dude, you just want it to be. You want it to be what you want it to be. That's it.
That's projection.
You're not actually doing any mathematics here. You're just being a fanboy.
I think you're doing the mathematics, motherfucker. You think Ryan Garcia is a good fighter. Your boxing analysis is definitely suspect, motherfucker.
You think Boots is great, and Boots is ducking everybody right now.
We're not going to change the subject. But either way.
He's ducking everybody. The fucking dude's looking for. He's trying to fight a welterweight.
Let's stick to Canelo Crawford.
We're talking about Canelo. Don't try to change the subject, motherfucker.
He has a good point. I'm just saying.
I've already gone over this for weeks already. Well, I made videos about it. Why don't you make a couple of videos, Dirk, and really break it down for us?
The fact that people think this fight is close should tell you that Canelo's overrated. how can you be a pound for pound great and you have a guy coming up 2 weight classes?
Look.
Hey,
The only ones that
hey,
think this shit is close are retarded people, right?
Actually,
Retarded
tell me,
fanboys.
Do you
Hey,
think?
Dirk,
Do you think
make a
do
video
you
and
think
post
if
it on the
Iran?
channel. Make a video and post it
No,
on
no.
the channel.
Look at all the legendary. Look at all the legendary fighters in history: Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard. Hell, even Julio Cesar Chavez. You think you could have a guy coming up 2 weight classes and people who think will beat him? No.
They don't have the.
Sugar Shane Mosley against De La Hoya, 2001.
I didn't mention De La Hoya.
I mean, but they didn't have the
Sorry,
snacks.
2001. But anyways, yeah, 2 weight divisions.
Look, it's the media machine. They can make up whatever the fuck they want. Till we see this guy in the ring, you don't know what it's going to be. But my guess is that this guy, the only way Crawford's surviving this, if it's Canelo, takes it easy on him. That's the only way. That's the only. I saw Avenese.
If Canelo wins this fight,
Ready to
see, this is what I'm talking about. This is female. This is female logic.
This is what I'm talking about. This guy fought David Avenesian, who was railing him with overhand rights in the very beginning of the fight.
From the call-in
Just
studio
railing this guy solid to the face. Now, what happens when Canelo does that?
You're an emotional male, bro. This is female logic.
Canelo can't hit this fucking guy with some huge ass overhand in the first round.
Yeah, boxing is a work like that. But
no. Canelo not as good as Avenesian, right? We're gonna tell me Avenesian's better than Canelo?
You done?
Is that what you're saying, Dirk? Avenesian's better than Canelo?
No, this is female logic, bro. If Canelo wins, it's because it's legit. If Bud wins, it's because it was rigged, right? That's what you're saying.
Who says Bud's gonna win? I'm not saying. My prediction.
You literally just said that the only way.
The only reason he survives, if he goes the distance, it's because this guy carried his ass.
Oh, so that's what I'm saying. You're saying that it will be rigged.
No, for Canelo would rig it. Turkey would.
Okay.
Canelo, please don't hurt him. I love him. Please, no, Canelo.
Yeah. You're using
man.
female.
Okay, man. I be nice to you and Dirk.
I
won't kill him too fast.
What the hell's going on here, man?
Bro, Bucho, put on some people that can actually talk boxing.
No, Dirk is the kind of guy. He's connected to the AI right now. He sees like this buff ass Crawford in his head that's just gonna nail Canelo right on the chin.
Again, you probably like that. You fucking faggot.
His chin, right? He's gonna knock him out.
He's getting spicy.
There you go, projecting again.
Dude,
maybe you like
wait. Dirk had the nerve to say, well, if they were the same size, he would duck him. It's like, what are you talking about? You're talking about Crawford's one of the biggest duckers in boxing history. All he does is duck.
Who has he ducked? Who has he ducked?
His whole career was all cherry picks.
Who did he duck? Who did he duck, dummy?
Who did he duck? The entire 154 division. 160. He ducked them completely.
So he ducked people. So let me get this right. He ducked
Virgil Ross, Adames,
full divisions.
Ortiz.
He ducked Virgil Ortiz. He ducked Virgil Ortiz.
All them, bro. He ducked Fundora.
He ducked everyone.
So he ducked Virgil Ortiz to fight Canelo. That's what you're saying?
Oh, exactly. Definitely. That's exactly.
That makes a lot of sense.
He ducked Ortiz to sell his ass to Canelo.
And if he beats Canelo, then what?
You wanted one last payday?
Big if. Let's see.
Let's see what happens. Highly unlikely. He's going to come in there looking like a Ninja Turtle. He's going to get gassed out after 3 rounds. Watch. Canelo's going to just smash him in his bite. He's going to go boom. And he's going to gas out. And this dude's just going to carry his ass if he's lucky. If he's lucky, this guy will carry him. If he's unlucky, he'll literally lay him out like Kirkland. That's right. You know what? This probably looked like the Kirkland fight.
Okay.
He's going to go.
I'm already predicted this. I even have an AI video that generated what the fight's going to look like. It's going to be Canelo versus Amir Khan 2.0. I'm telling you, bro, as soon as he finds the distance and that right hand touches that chin, he's going to fold over.
I can
One of the big problems is that the Amir Khan was at 150 154, something like that. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
So Amir Khan transferred over a lot of that speed in both hands and feet. Crawford doesn't have any of that.
No.
He doesn't have
Crawford.
He doesn't have that foot speed.
No, but he's a little bit tougher. He's a little bit stronger. You know what I mean? So I'll expect a little bit more from him, right? Even with the weight gain, but I still see it ending the same way.
Hey guys,
it's going to be very comedic, and we're all gonna go and we're gonna look for Dirk. He's not gonna be around for a few months.
Is he gone?
TV, this is a cultural paradigm shift. You understand?
Guys, let's take a phone call. Here.
Paradigm.
We're gonna take a hold on, guys. Let's take a phone call. 916, you're on the air. 916.
Yeah, what up, fellas? What's up, man?
Yo, what's up? What's on your mind?
What y'all talking about?
Canelo Crawford.
Oh, okay. Hey, man, I want to tell you, bro, you made a good video the other day.
Oh, thank you.
That video you dropped the other day, oh, man, that shit was good, bro. It was like a classic good TV, you know what I mean? It was good, bro.
What did you like about it? The fact that I'm exposing Terrence. I'm not exposing. I'm just speaking facts. You know.
Facts are facts, brother. And nobody says facts no more because, I don't know, I guess facts ain't the thing no more, you know what I mean?
Yep. So what's on your mind? What do you think about this fight? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, man! I want to say, man, your show is badass, bro. I love it, bro. Like, it's the only thing that's kind of keeping me in boxing because I kind of gave up on that shit, you know. But I like hearing your thoughts when I'm like, I have a messed up back, so I got to stretch a lot. So I put it on, and like, I hear you talking about, you know, sports and shit. You know, it's good, bro. It's a good thing for like keep your mind off shit, you know.
Yeah, we're here to provide interesting content to make people happy. So I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Oh, it's amazing, bro. I feel like Canelo, if he's razor focused right now, it's gonna be tough to beat him. But like Crawford's known for a lot of shit, bro. Hitting behind the head, strapping up his freaking, you know, putting like cement on his shit, you know, and all that shit he's gonna use, you know. But Canelo's, you know, he knows that shit. I hope, you know what I mean. He's going in there with a guy that's gonna aim behind the back of his head a lot. And that's what gets a lot of dudes in there to the point when they start losing energy quick, you know, because, I mean, that's not a fair shot. But as soon as the bell rings, he's going to leap and do his little thing he does. Canelo's got to catch him right there, bro.
All right. Yeah, I hope so. Anything else?
No, I'm saying, you know, that's it, brother. And I want to tell you, bro, like, God bless you guys. And thanks for taking my call. And, yeah, man, keep up the good work, bro. Love you guys, man. Peace out.
Go back again. See ya. No, the caller's right. That there's this a lot of, I don't know if he's doing it on purpose, but Crawford tends to hit on the back of the head. I don't know. I'll just leave it at that.
I mean, one guy was caught cheating, so we don't want to hear about them dirty tactics. One guy's a proven cheater.
The guy was accused and then later exonerated.
He was suspended for a reason.
Yeah, because you're still responsible for what's in your system, right? So he's a
his little butt boy.
He has accountability. You know what I'm saying? Something that Crawford doesn't have. He has accountability. Right, so he still took it on the chin.
Why are you acting like one of his team members is not cheating? You know,
why acting like his gloves? What's up with those gloves, Dirk?
I'm being attacked by the Canelo fanboys. Don't mind them, bro.
What's up with his gloves?
What's in the fucking?
If you're gonna say things, at least state it on both sides of the story.
Well, here's the story. But that whole camp has been popped for cheating. That's a fact. That's not a.
You know what's crazy? What's crazy is that there certain fighters that been caught were working with Snack, and you don't bring that up.
Okay, well, Bud hasn't, so who gives a fuck?
Bud works with Snack. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
okay, so if somebody at your job shot somebody, does that mean that you're responsible for it? What does that even mean?
Why is it? Hold on, wait.
Why are we talking about jobs?
Hold on. So your comment that you just said, you can direct that exactly at the blame that you're trying to put on the Canelo camp, right? Just because someone got in trouble,
Canelo himself
doesn't mean everybody's fucking dirty, right?
No, because that doesn't make it's not the same because Canelo's missuspended himself.
Man, your logic's so stupid. It's like me saying, "Yo, I went to go take a shit, therefore Canelo's guilty." Like, what the fuck are you talking about at the time?
Literally suspended. So he was suspended for no reason.
He was later exonerated. So what?
Exonerated by the most corrupt organization in boxing, the WBC.
Blah blah.
You know who should be suspended.
Exactly.
You know who should be suspended and wasn't? Crawford. What about those exploding gloves?
We're not going to do no damn false accusations.
What about his gloves?
It's not false. What do you mean?
What about his gloves? What about his gloves?
Yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's accusation.
You know, if they would have proved he was tampering with his gloves, he could have got a lifelong ban for that. And they didn't do shit about it. They didn't do nothing about it. And it happened more than once. If that was Canelo, you'd be singing a different tune. If Canelo had fucking exploding gloves.
Blood is gonna do boxing a service.
I'll tell you this: you don't think Crawford's on steroids, bro? Have you seen the way he's changed? His body has changed.
Bud is gonna do boxing a service when he takes it.
That's all chicken and rice.
How this guy going from lightweight, 26 years old, bro, 26, he's making lightweight, and now he's jumping all the way up to 160 pounds. That's not normal. These guys talk all this shit about Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao didn't do anything close to as suspect this looks. This is extremely
Who
suspect
jumps up
shit.
from all the way to 168? If you like, I'm sure that he knows that he can make 168. So
That's too much of a leap at that age. He was just fighting at welterweight. At
but
what
that's
was
what I'm
it?
saying.
36 years old.
Along, because all along he knew he was fighting at a weight where he was the bigger guy. So he's confident that he can move up.
But look, Canelo moved up a long time ago. He could not make that weight at 19 years old. He couldn't make welterweight. So he's dude. If anybody looks like they're on PEDs, it's Crawford, because he's making that leap now. This guy made the shit when he was in his teens. He started making that rise up to 168. This dude's like, I'm gonna do it right now after I just did a welterweight fight a couple of months ago. That's not normal, bro. There's nothing normal about that. That looks like clear PED usage that he could do that, and he's grown a lot.
He could have probably stayed at 147. I think the only reason why he moved up to 154 is just to grab a belt and some legacy.
From his own mouth, from Crawford's own mouth, he said, "I'll fight Tank Davis." He said, "We'll fight Tank Davis." Right now,
he'll be the best fighter of this era.
No, he won't.
No, I have a question for Dirk. Dirk.
So when Canelo beats him, he will be the best fighter of this era, right?
No, he won't be.
Is there any way you can give Canelo credit? Is there
the only way I'm giving Canelo credit if he stops Bud?
I mean, look, come on, guys. Look, Canelo can never beat a fucking brain damaged Earl Spence. It's just not possible.
I mean, according to y'all, it sounds like it's a given, so I should be giving Canelo credit after this fight.
But Dirk, you said that Canelo, you said it's a 50-50 fight just because of the weight difference, because Canelo's bigger. So now you're saying that if Canelo knocks out Crawford, you're going to give him credit? You won't be saying, "Oh, Canelo was too big."
I said the only reason why it's semi-competitive is because of the weight.
Right.
But wait, what weight difference? You mean he's used to fighting smaller guys? Why don't you just say that?
I mean, one guy's acclimated at the weight. Like that's
what do you mean? They're both acclimated. If you think about it, they're both acclimated at the weight, except for one competes. Yeah, but I'm talking about his walk around rate, not his dehydration weight.
He's saying that the only reason that Canelo can be competitive with Crawford is because of the weight. Are you kidding?
Yeah, but Canelo is the bigger man. He might be shorter.
What you're saying is that
he's got a larger mass than Canelo.
They're the same size. What are you talking about?
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
They're trying to take away from Canelo's potential victor. I mean, if he wins, they're going to be saying he was too big.
I don't think it matters at all. Even if you shrunk Canelo down, he would still beat Crawford fairly easily.
No, not according to Dirk.
I mean, if you shrunk him down, he'd be 5'4" like fucking Isaac Cruz. What do you say?
I already said, look,
what the fuck are you talking about?
That's a good point.
Look, this guy right now, Crawford's bulking.
Canelo has never dominated any elite fighter, so why should he start?
Okay, what's the
name?
What
elite fighter he's dominated?
All right, guys, hold on. Can I just say something? Dirk, apparently it's one against, like, I don't know how many we are here. So let's give Dirk more of a chance.
Canelo fanboys.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan.
No, FUTV is not even a Canelo fanboy. Trust me.
Bucho, I want you.
Look, Dirk, look. You said he's never dominated an elite fighter. When has Crawford dominated an elite fighter? You give me one. Give me one he's dominated.
Okay, I would like to answer, and don't fucking interrupt me, bro, because this shit's annoying.
I have to interrupt you now.
No, you don't, motherfucker. Sit down and shut the fuck up.
Let me finish, and then, okay, go ahead, Dirk.
Only if you say something stupid, bro.
And the Earl Spence groupies, because they try to act like they weren't saying before the fight. Before the fight, this is the facts. Earl Spence was a unified champ. He was on the pound for pound list. I believe he was like number 6 or number 7. And he was coming off destroying Ugas. So all this bullshit about he's wide and he was coming off a car accident, that was only after the fact when Bud destroyed him.
Ugas is elite, right? I asked you what elite fighter Crawford beat.
That's the definition of elite.
No, he's not elite. He's not an elite. That's ridiculous.
That is elite. Go ahead and answer my question because I answered yours.
Okay, answer the question.
Chop.
I mean, everything you said there was fucking ridiculous.
Answer the question,
None of that proves that this guy's in. I'm asking what elite fighter that Crawford beat.
I already gave you one. Now you give me one.
All right, wait. So Earl Spence comes off of beating B level.
What I'm talking about, bro.
All right, let me say this. He beat C+ level Sean Porter, who was never a great fighter, who was never elite. And then he got into a car accident and fell onto his head at over 100 miles per hour, came out all fucked up. He fought this washed Danny Garcia, who looked like he barely even want to fight. Then he fights Ugas, a guy who's like, 80 years old? I mean, Ugas was old as fuck, and he never was a great fighter. And so this is to prove that this guy's great and that Crawford is great.
Now answer my question.
I'm just saying, like, what elite fighter does this guy beat that you're saying?
Answer my. See, that's what I'm talking about, bro. I'm
going back to your statement. Your statement is that Canelo has never beat an elite fighter.
Okay, cool. Now answer my question.
All right, what's your question?
Bro, somebody on the panel answer the question.
I mean, I'm trying to address what you said, which was that Canelo Alvarez has never dominated an elite fighter. That was what was
exactly. You obviously remember not answering it, dummy.
You never answered my question, dummy.
Yes, I did. You just don't like the answer. That's not my fault.
Triple G in the third fight, Sauce. Next question.
He dominated a 40-year-old Triple G. Oh, wow.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
Wait. Let me answer. A 40-year-old Triple G is better than a fucking half comatose Errol Spence.
But the whole thing is this: look, when you're fighting elite level fighters, you usually do not dominate them. That doesn't happen.
That's true, though.
No, you just proved my point. Canelo's never dominated an elite fighter.
Yeah,
Crawford's
never fought an elite fighter.
Edgar Berlanga, Munguia, is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, but bro, you're admitting that Canelo's actually fought elite fighters.
John Ryder, all these bums.
I asked you a simple question: what elites has Crawford fought?
Bud stopped everybody at 47. Everybody he fought.
You're not listening.
Exactly. Now he doesn't want to answer the question.
You're not listening.
Hey, you know what's funny? Food TV. Bud couldn't even answer that question. When Canelo asked that question to Tom Brady and Shaq, they all felt dead silent. He was like, name one guy on Crawford's resume that's elite. They all got dead silent, bro. And then
might not want to give him credit.
Crawford tried to go. No, hold on. Crawford didn't even bring up Errol Spence. He goes, so Postal wasn't elite?
Yeah.
Who's that guy? You know what I'm saying? So even Crawford doesn't bank on that fucking win with Errol Spence being touted as elite. You dig?
He was elite during that time.
He wasn't elite. He was never elite. Even in his prime, he was not elite. He never was.
That was a good win by Crawford.
No, it wasn't. Not when you really look at what happened before that fight. That is not a good win. And not even.
I asked y'all to name one elite fighter he's dominated, and this nigga said a 40-year-old Triple G. That should tell you everything you need to know.
Can I ask a question? Hold on. What's his obsession with who has he dominated? Like we're talking about victories, right?
Because that's a sign of a. Because that's a sign of a special fighter. Manny Pacquiao has dominated a lot of great fighters. He destroyed Miguel Cotto.
You don't have
show me a Miguel Cotto type performance in Canelo's resume.
To dominate any elite boxer to be able
he can even dominate these old guys.
He doesn't need, but you don't need to be an elite to dominate somebody to defeat Crawford.
Canelo's fought so many washed fighters, and he couldn't even dominate him. He's overrated.
You're creating a standard that that doesn't make any sense. Like domination.
It's standard everybody else has to follow. Canelo.
Canelo is the undisputed super middleweight champion. He's fought great fighters. Look at how he fights.
Let me ask this question: what does Canelo dominating in a elite boxer have to do with this fight?
All right. Also, at least Bud fought the best guy in his division. Canelo didn't do that at 168.
But never so answer this question. What does that have to do with this fight?
Because y'all keep talking about people's resumes, we can go over his resume too. It's overrated.
Yeah, it's better. Here's the thing. Canelo's resume is better. His accomplishments are better. So then you have to resort to creating the standard of, okay, yes, true, but has Canelo dominated somebody else? Like, what's that?
He has a better resume on paper, but Crawford's a better fight.
No, he's dominated. People like, come on, man.
There's a reason why they let Crawford leapfrog over all the other guys at 168. And the reason why is they know he would not beat any of them. They're trying to cash out on that. You don't understand that. Look, Canelo could have been, if Canelo wanted to start some shit, he would have been like, okay, you could fight me, but you need to fight Munguia first. And you know what Crawford would do? He'd say, fuck no. And he would have stayed at 147 because he knows he would not have beat that guy. None of those guys.
No, it doesn't take two to tango. You act like Canelo didn't accept the fight as well.
He want that payday. That's why he want that easy money.
Okay, so if Canelo can want a payday, well, maybe Bud wants a payday.
No. Canelo is helping Bud. He's helping him because he could have made demands. He could have said, "You need to fight."
Canelo get his ass whooped.
Canelo could have said, "You need to go fight someone at 168 before I fight because you have not proven anything to be able to fight me."
You don't got to do shit. And that's why
Canelo did. Canelo rolled out the red carpet and he said, "Here you go, buddy. You're going to get yourself knocked the fuck out in a couple of weeks. That's what you're going to do." And he's totally fine with it because he's getting his payday. That's all it is.
If that makes you feel better, okay.
That's why I never took this shit seriously because I know what it is. You guys are the ones making up all the shit about he going to knock him out. And like I said, there's a sucker born every day. You guys buy this, but when he steps in that ring,
knock out Canelo.
He's that's not of lies.
That's not going to be competitive.
Don't be surprised if Bud wins this fight now. I don't want no excuses.
Don't surprised if Bud's laid out real quick.
I mean, shit, it can happen, but don't. Like I said, don't be surprised if Bud wins.
It's very unlikely. It's not a bet.
I don't want to hear, oh, he was old or he carried Bud, all this other bullshit.
I don't want to hear any excuses from you. I just want you to say Canelo was the better man. He's the better fighter, period.
Whoa, wait. Weren't you bringing up the fact that he was on the decline?
Who said that?
You.
I mean, they're both on the decline.
No, not you, Kung Fu. Fucking Derpy here. You're saying he was slowing down, and so now you're just contradicting yourself.
I'm not contradicting myself. I just said he is on the decline.
Oh, that's
you don't think he's getting old?
That's not an excuse because Bud is older than Canelo, 1, and 2, he's the one coming up 2 weight classes. No rehydration clause, nothing. So there's no excuses.
I don't want to hear they're the same size.
No rehydration clause. Yeah, he didn't drain him out.
They're the same size. One of them's more efficient at making weight.
No. There's no excuses. There's no excuse for either guy. There's no excuse for either guy. There's no.
That's where I'm trying to get at, Sobers. That's my point,
guys. Hey, just one thing, real quick. I think Rare Breed he has problems retaining stuff, man. Because I think we talked about like the same thing, like not even like a week ago. Like they both started the same weight, around the same time. It's not one other fault, Canelo or anybody's fault that, Crawford didn't want to move up, but they started around the same weight, 2007, 2008. I want 40 pounds. I want 40. It's not particularly his fault that he stayed at one particular weight class for 7-8 years for no reason.
Well, he wanted.
By the way, man. By the way, I was listening to like the whole thing. I just wanted to ask you real quick there, because I know you're a smart guy. At least you try to be. Can you explain at least what dominating somebody is to you? Is it like a 10
it's self-explanatory, bro. Bud versus Earl Spence.
It's not. No, it's really not, because I can say like a domination is 8-4, 9-3. To me, that's not domination. Okay. But I don't know what's the domination for you.
Y'all can try to change history, but Bud and Earl Spence was considered a 50-50 fight. It was close to 50-50, and Bud destroyed him. Because Canelo ever been in a 50-50 fight where he destroyed somebody?
Dude, the odds was like 7-1. You talking?
It was not 7-1 for Bud. Are you serious?
Dude, the odds actually changed like the end of the fight.
At the end of the fight?
No, the night of the fight.
Bud said a couple of words. He was like,
the night of the fight, dog. During the fight, they were kind of like even, but during the fight, it exponentially changed.
Come on, bro. What are you talking about during the fight? I'm talking about before the fight. Let's not try to do that.
No.
Why of course it's going to change during the fight. It's kicking his ass.
No. You can bet in the middle of the fight. I'm talking about the night of the
bro.
fight.
We're talking about before the fight.
Dog, listen, dog. Listen, man. I know
this guy schooled Billy Joe Saunders, right? Billy Joe Saunders is for sure better than Earl. He's better than Earl. Bro, that guy's better than Earl Spence, right? He's better than Earl Spence.
Earl Spence, a unified champion.
Yeah, he is way better than Earl Spence, bro. Way better.
Okay. Yeah, his best win is Chris Eubanks. Ooh,
no, but
amazing.
Answer my question, man. Answer my question. What's for you a domination?
To me, a domination is beating the shit out of somebody and stopping them. That's domination.
That still doesn't play anything, man. can you explain, like, to me, it's like a 9-3.
Why do I need to explain it to you? It's self-explanatory. You know what it means. Are you stupid?
It's not, man. It's not.
It's not the first time he brings this up. Dirk said that Mayweather, Gotti. He likes to mention that one.
Yeah, Mayweather, Canelo.
Let's cut straight to the point.
When did Canelo fight a 23-year-old, and you expected him to do something like that?
I mean, he fought somebody similar, or even worse than his version was Berlanga. He should dominate a guy like that.
I don't think Berlanga's. Come on, Berlanga wasn't Canelo 23 years old.
You tell me who's better, 23-year-old Canelo or Berlanga? You tell me who's better.
Canelo 23. Come on.
Exactly. Thank you. What did Canelo do with Berlanga?
Yeah, but
did he destroy him?
Do you call that a well, hold on, Dirk. You call that you think Canelo struggled against Berlanga?
That was not a dominant fight, bro. Especially towards the end, it was very competitive.
Wow. You see, if Canelo was black, they'd be saying, "Oh, look how he dominated for 12 rounds. Beautiful." Bro, Berlanga couldn't do anything. He shut him down. But because it's Canelo, it's like, oh, he struggled. Like, well, I don't know how he struggled, Dirk. You're really, like, confusing me here. How did he struggle against Berlanga?
Towards the end, that fight was getting a little bit too competitive, don't you think?
No.
Yeah, it was.
Berlanga was coming victory was a domination.
Bro, towards the 8 to 12, or maybe 9 to 12, Berlanga was coming on.
You didn't see the fight, man. You didn't see the fight.
Mexicans can't go 12 rounds. If Mexicans go 12 rounds, they struggled. But if a black guy goes 12 rounds, it's like, oh, domination, beautiful, masterpiece.
Canelo won every round.
Boxing skills.
They just have to show up, Bucho. They just have to show up.
Yeah. They just got to get the
All you have to do is make it 12 rounds. They don't even have to whoop anybody's ass. Bucho, they don't have to whoop anybody's ass. They just have to go 12 rounds.
Okay, let's compare performances. Berlanga versus Canelo versus Floyd Mayweather versus Canelo. What was a better performance, Bucho?
Hold on. I'll answer
Canelo versus.
I'll answer your question, but there's a super chat I missed here.
Oh, now we got super chat. Okay.
All you have to do is show up.
No, I'll answer your question. Don't worry. Rafael Garza, thank you for your super chat. He says, "Why give the blacks time if they don't buy pay-per-views?" Well, I don't know. I'm not going to answer that question, but...
Well, blacks sell more pay-per-views than Mexicans, so we can do all the fuck they want.
Who buys the pay-per-views? But that's another
everybody?
No, I don't know, man. Most people... Oh, anyways. Dirk, what's your question again?
My question was, what was a better performance to you? Floyd versus Canelo or Berlanga versus Canelo?
I would say Floyd versus Canelo because Canelo is like... He's like a great fighter. Even though he was
exactly, exactly, and that's my point. So, that's a great fighter that Floyd dominated. Meanwhile, Berlanga is a hype job.
I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you why. Canelo against Floyd was a better fight because even Canelo right after the fight, he said, "Nah, I wasn't really getting close because of his right hand." So after that, he wasn't dancing and moving laterally because he wasn't so kind of, getting to this dehydrated young guy. Even he was afraid of his power. But Berlanga didn't do nothing that made Canelo afraid in any moment.
No, he didn't. He didn't. I never said Berlanga was close to winning the fight. I'm just saying that's not exactly a great performance by Canelo either. It wasn't like somebody going
I'm just trying to make you like a blueprint how to explain your fucking points instead of just throwing buzzwords around. As like a grown man.
Buzzwords. That was not a great point by Canelo. You can try to make all the shit you want.
Berlanga was a big, strong, young guy. All right, who's Crawford fighting? Crawford is fighting little, weak guys at retirement's door. Okay. So you cannot compare them to Berlanga, who's over 200 pounds and very youthful and very strong. It's just not the same thing.
Yeah, this is a great point, FUTV, because that I want to bring up. Also, we got to give credit to Canelo for fighting these bigger guys.
He's a strong young guy.
Okay, but not only Berlanga. I mean, all of these guys have been much bigger. So when I hear people complain about Canelo not being able to stop John Ryder, I'm like, John Ryder's a big guy, and still he got all busted up. So how is that a bad performance?
And he stopped, what's his name? And he stopped this guy, Plant, something that two bigger guys couldn't do. Sanders couldn't do.
Canelo won every round, Bucho.
Plant.
Canelo win every round, Bucho, but it's not enough.
The standards are very high for Canelo.
Excuse me, Butcher. I'm talking about enough. I've had enough of nobody and anybody mentioning Crawford's loaded gloves. Continuous allegations throughout the past. Something that we've exposed on CCD for many years. We've been on about it for 5 years at least.
Yeah.
What Redwood used to go on about it on and on and on. And I've just Googled, and I'd like you guys, if you're on a computer, to Google Crawford loaded gloves, and you just look at the list of content on about it. Every single fighter, David Avanesyan says, alleges there was improprieties in Terence Crawford's gloves. There's countless fights, loads of his fights. This guy is fighting under the George Floyd Act. You do know that, don't you? That's why I've predicted Crawford to win. The George Floyd Act. The George Floyd Act lets you in on points, makes you in on points. It pulls the wool over everyone's eyes so you can cheat. You can load your gloves. You can have funny raps. Or just Google it. It's all they talk about is his raps, and that's not the music. It's his raps on his hands, and his loaded gloves. This guy is known to have wire in his gloves. Why were his gloves splitting? And then he says, "Oh, it's the make. It's the brand. You know, they snap because of my technique. You know, the way I turn them knuckles, he'd be making him crack." You get what I mean? Yeah, it's the fucking content in the fucking gloves. And the content all over YouTube, everywhere, just allegations. But nobody talks about it because everybody is under the George Floyd umbrella. If you talk about it, you're racist. Okay? Yeah. If you talk about it, oh, it's because he's black. If you talk about it, oh, because, you know, you don't want us to be, you know, conquer or whatever. It's the George Floyd Act. No one talks about it, but these are very concrete. This is in society. It's all over in society.
Do you think Turkey Al-Sheikh is part of this Floyd Act?
Yes, the George Floyd Act, dude, is relevant everywhere in society. In your local pub, at the football, you know, at the fucking boxing, all over sport, everything. They turn a blind eye because it's, you know, the old, like the black guy sings about all eyes on me. Yeah, because it's all eyes on the white guy. They the bad guy now. You see, you know, Clint Eastwood, he the bad guy now. You see? So the black guys, they looking at the white guy. So there's one eye looking at the other eye, but the other eye doesn't look at the other eye. Not allowed to. Because you can't cross that road. There's a fucking sign on the road at the end and it says George Floyd Act. You may not trespass if you are of certain, you see what I'm saying, improprieties in the gloves.
You're right. No, you're absolutely right. I don't want to bring...
This is crazy, dude, and I'm not exaggerating. This is crazy. Just Google it, everybody listening right now. Google Crawford loaded gloves, and all that's, you know, just all over the place. This guy, he's untouchable. He's the American fucking dream. He's Carl Lewis. If you are the face of America, okay, this is how sport works. America's the greatest nation in the world, isn't it? Greatest country in the world. Facts. So that if you are the face of that sport in America, representing the world, you are the guy, and the Americans call themselves the world champions of everything. Baseball, basketball, the lot. And they don't even play it elsewhere. They just play in their country and they call themselves world champions. You feel me? So Crawford represents boxing for America. Either face, either a Nui, like for Japan. You feel me? That's how it is. You feel me? So Crawford is allowed to do whatever he wants. He's allowed to use snack. He's allowed to use loaded gloves. There's ways and means. There's ways and means. And the checks are not blinded. Like I said, wool over the eye. George Floyd Act is very, very, very strong. Dude, you got the white guy bending the knee at sports to the black guy. What are you talking about? About to kick off, you got the white guy bending the knee about to start a match to the black guy. You feel me? So if that is happening there, it happens everywhere. It's just common sense. It's human
So,
nature.
guys,
Don't
I
be
wanna hear
talking.
from-
It don't happen in
let's-
fucking boxing.
What do you?
So that's just what I wanted to say. Yeah, so you fucking Americans, especially the black Americans, stop fucking capping out here. You're a bunch of cap asses, chicken wing fucking dwellers, all right, Air Jordan bouncers, and that's all you fucking know, and all you will ever
What do you guys
fucking
think
know.
about this?
All you will ever know.
Like Furioso, let's get somebody else in here. Like, what do you guys think about what Furioso just said? Crawford, basically.
Come on, man. I'm not taking that seriously, bro. That doesn't even warrant a response. That's my response.
I mean, listen. I've been saying that Dirk, you don't realize. Dirk doesn't. You don't realize it, but you're bringing racing to the whole thing here. Because
I'm really not.
Yeah, yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I didn't say anything about race this whole time. This dude did.
Canelo goes 12 rounds, and he's not good enough for you. It's a bad performance. He didn't stop him. But when it comes to all these African American boxers, they go 12 rounds, and it's a masterpiece. You know what I mean? Why should he knock his opponents out? He clearly outboxed them. He clearly won most of the rounds. Beautiful masterpiece. But when it comes to Canelo, oh no. He went 12 rounds. How could he?
Okay.
You know?
Let me give you an example, Bucho. Floyd went 12 rounds with Maidana. That was not a masterclass. Floyd went 12 rounds with Canelo. That was a masterclass.
Right.
It was a different level of performance. Maidana was a way more competitive fight. Does that make it a little bit better for you?
I
All right, thank you.
completely understand. Of course, I mean, you can go 12 rounds in a fucking war, and you can go 12 rounds in an easy fight. Now, when it comes to Canelo against Ryder, which you keep bringing up, and other people, that wasn't a tough fight for Canelo. Canelo wasn't struggling against this guy.
That was not a masterclass
It was
performance.
a
and you know it.
masterclass. Look at fucking this guy.
No, it wasn't. No, but you're going to think about 20 years from now. You're going to think about that fight.
Bigger than Canelo. Ryder ended up more busted up. He was busted up by a little guy. That is a masterclass.
So 20, 30 years from now, people will still talk about Pacquiao versus De La Hoya, Pacquiao versus Cotto. Remember when Pacquiao beat the shit out of Cotto and De La Hoya? Remember when Floyd schooled Canelo? Nobody's gonna talk about Canelo versus John Ryder. Get the fuck out of here.
Because John Ryder is not a big name. I'm not saying he was like a.
No, it's not even a great performance.
No,
At least,
it is a good performance. I'm saying it's a great performance. I'm saying it's a good performance. That's great. I don't know what great is. I mean, but it's a good performance. He beat a bigger guy. That's all I'm saying. But you're saying it was a bad performance. That's where I have a problem.
I don't even Lomachenko versus Gary Russell.
It's not a great performance.
That was a great
performance.
I don't think it's a great performance when you beat up a washed up B-level fighter. That's not a great. I don't give a shit if you beat the fuck out of him. You look who you beat. It means nothing. It really doesn't. You just did what you're supposed to do. That's all you did.
FUTV. I'm arguing. He's saying it's a bad performance. He looked bad. I'm like, he didn't look bad. He just did what he had to do.
But it wasn't great. It was just mid.
I never said it was great. Again, I keep saying it's not a great performance. But he beat the guy. You're saying it's a bad performance. That's why I'm stepping in. Because you guys are saying it was a terrible performance. He should have knocked him out. I'm like, I don't know if he should have knocked him out. The guy's fucking big. He's a gorilla from the UK.
See, that's the reason why niggas don't like Canelo fans, bro. If you don't glaze Canelo, you're a hater.
I mean, you glaze and Crawford.
There's a difference between glazing and just
criticizing
everything.
I'm not even a Crawford fan.
There's a difference between glazing and criticizing everything he does, which is what you're doing.
We have to have some balance on this damn show. Otherwise, you glaze fest.
It's like Clarissa Shield. The whole media is all kissing her ass. What has she really done? Nothing.
We gotta have some balance on the show, Bucho. Otherwise, it's gonna be a glaze fest for
John Ryder is a great performance. You're saying it's a terrible performance. That's what I'm debating with you. The terrible performance. That label that you're adding.
This is the boxing debate arena.
Balance,
not
let's be honest, Dirk, you would not be here.
Glaze fest.
Yeah, exactly. You're here to balance it out. Clearly.
No,
exactly.
You're here to imbalance it in a certain favor for a certain ethnic group of people.
We
stop
have
the cap already. We see through the smoke and mirrors.
monitor for people like you.
You're not
you
the hall monitor. Let's be real here.
Coming off a loss to Madrimov. I mean, why? I mean, that wasn't very impressive, right?
Yeah, sure. Right. You can't take you seriously, bro.
You lost to a guy with 10 fights, bro. He ain't as good as you think.
Okay, well, we're gonna find out.
These people saying he wanted that's some fucking glaze.
We're gonna find out for sure.
They're giving this guy every benefit in the fight that he lost versus a guy with 10 fights, bro.
Winner gets full credit. I don't want to hear no bullshit, no weight, blah, blah, blah. I've said this over and over. Look, there's not going to be 10 pounds between them on fight night. If that's too complicated, this is what I fucking mean. they're going to be within 10 pounds of each other on fight night. They're going to weigh the fucking same. There's no going to be no weight difference. Cannelo's not going to be no 20, 15 pounds heavier.
You know it's more complicated than that.
No, it's
more complicated than that.
Because one guy's been fighting at 168, he's comfortable at that weight.
Well, when Crawford's sparring with someone like Adamez and shit right there in training camp, when he's not 147 all year. You get what I'm saying?
Come on, man. We're talking about
he's training heavy.
Exactly.
He's fighting. He's sparring heavy. I don't want to hear that shit.
Really, we're talking about headgear with big gloves. Come on.
That's
what
about loaded gloves?
No, but here's the thing, though. I don't really think you understand why this fight is so special, Derek. This fight is so special because they started at the same weight class again. And just because one didn't move up, that doesn't make a difference. That means they're the same size, which is 5'7", 5'8", around 70, 72, 74 each arm, you know. And they're about like the same they're around
the same weight. They're around the same weight when they're walking weight. Like if same day weigh-ins was right now, they would both be weighing around the same.
Just because you started the same weight doesn't mean you're the same size.
I mean, I guess Crawford wanted to wait.
Dude. No two fighters are going to be the same size. Like, what the fuck? What a stupid thing. Just because you started the same weight doesn't mean you're the same size. Okay, cool. But you're good enough to fight each other. You're close enough in size to fight each other, right?
Exactly.
That's what that means.
I mean, did Charlo look that small next to Canelo? In that
fuck no, he looked bigger.
They said Charlo looked fat as shit. He had a six-pack. Ucho, they're saying he looked bad.
Look at their back.
He had a six-pack. Yeah, you mentioned it. So did he look like a midget? Did anybody go like when they rang the fucking bell and everything? They weren't like, oh shit, this guy's small.
When they were in the clinch, you saw the strength difference between Canelo and Charlo.
I mean, what you want Canelo to be? I mean, if Canelo's fucking strong, he's strong. What the fuck do you?
Yeah, he's a bigger, stronger man. That's what that means.
Well, I thought we were talking boxing and not jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what the fuck are we doing?
You read my ammo. You read my fucking mind. Who gives that clinch? Bro. Why did he have to clinch? Listen, if Charlo is a better boxer, he should.
That's part of boxing.
He's gonna do the same thing with Crawford. And why should Crawford's
always
wrestling?
Is not part of boxing.
He's always wrestling. It's not part of
boxing.
It's not part of boxing.
It is.
It's illegal.
That's some of these guys to learn how to clinch. When they get hurt, they should learn how to clinch. That way they can try to recover at least instead of getting beat up on or punched on.
Yeah, but the thing is...
Dirk, can I just ask Dirk, what has Crawford got 3 things better than Canelo? 3 things.
He's got better footwork than Canelo. Mm-hmm. I think he's a better counterpuncher than Canelo.
Counterpuncher.
And I think he's better.
Hold on a minute. Can I answer that? Because I asked him the question. Yeah, you said counterpunching, right? Even though I have got Crawford winning by loaded gloves and turkey job. But anyway, the counterpunching. I've never seen Crawford beat a GG on some counter shit. And I've seen Canelo beat GG on some counter shit. So I have to dispute that.
Yeah,
you feel me?
I didn't know GG was
He's one of the greatest boxers.
Yeah, so come on, have you got an answer for that? Has Crawford beat a GG type of guy, monster like that, on some counter shit? Has he?
He's going to bring up Mean Machine.
I got this one better, man. No, because he actually stepped into Mean Machine. I gotta give him kudos to that. But
there you go, Dirk. You've gone very quiet, Dirk.
He's a little guy.
What's the third one, Dirk? What's the third one, Dirk?
There's people talking. I'm not trying to interrupt people. Go ahead.
Hold on a minute. Footwork, counter, and what's the third one?
I think he's better at making it.
He's got it all, but
Canelo, at this point in Canelo's career.
No, but here's the thing, though.
I guess I can't answer.
What is the third one? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, guy. What's the third attribute? Come on, let me answer.
Canelo
IQ.
is better at making.
IQ.
Yeah, but Bud is better at making adjustments than Canelo. Canelo at this point in his career is very.
Adjustments. Here we go.
Adjustments versus
yeah.
who? Versus who?
Like that word. The
adjustments.
adjustments. Come
You don't
on,
have to, bro. You don't have to make adjustments versus a fucking Sean Porter.
Well, let them talk. Let them have their conversation.
That shit is bullshit.
Again, you keep bringing up. You keep
So
bringing up
basically,
resumes. Canelo had a better resume than Joseph.
I might give you footwork, but that's it out of the three. I might. Out of the three you mentioned, counter he hasn't, because like I said, the GG factor. Never fought a guy like that, Crawford, not in his dreams. Yeah. And on some counter, because Canelo was countering a GG.
Canelo's counterpunching many fighters. Many fighters at a
when
level
GG
higher.
was pressing.
Well, he was counterpunching Cotto. He was counterpunching Mosley.
So anyway, and the adjustments, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's cap, the adjustments factor. Okay. But once again, you're operating under the George Floyd Act. You've been exposed, Dirk. You're trying to get into journalism under the George Floyd Act. You're trying to get into journalism under the George Floyd Act.
Dirk. Hold on, guys. So, Dirk, you can understand why, like, what you're saying is very subjective. Like, the reasons why you claim that Crawford's going to win are very, like, I mean, the IQ, what does that really mean? You know what I mean? Like, you don't have really good arguments. IQ. I mean, you got to go with, if you're going to place a bet, you got to go with Canelo. You gotta go with Canelo just based on the fact that he's bigger, he's been fighting a good opposition, you know, his skill level and all of that. But you're bringing up the IQ adjustments.
IQ means to these guys means a baseball cap of their choice.
So the thing is who's he making that from?
Exactly. It's not even you cannot quantify it. You cannot describe it.
Capity cap, rap tap. Yeah, where do you want to crap? Combo. Yeah, in the trap.
Who's he making these adjustments?
Guys, I'm sorry,
again?
this is wishful thinking, and I understand. You know, you want your guy to win, but this is wishful thinking. You're not bringing any. Go ahead, Dirk. Go ahead.
We're gonna see.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna see him get his face broken. Like, dude, do you know how many excuses that people are gonna have? He was old. He was too small. Canelo was faster that night, and it's because he did PEDs. Crawford would never do PEDs.
You keep saying excuses like Canelo's not the favorite.
So let me explain.
No, Crawford definitely is the favorite.
No, he's not.
Crawford for sure is the favorite. You know how many all these guys kissing this guy's ass left and right.
Is Canelo really the favorite? Is he really the favorite? I haven't actually bothered to check.
I think Crawford is.
All right, Robin Hood. Are you really Robin Hood from the UK? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
that is Robin Hood.
Yep. No, I don't.
No, but here's the thing, though, guys.
I don't understand how Canelo
rich people?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Unfortunately, no. I'm asking. Is Canelo actually the favorite?
He is. I mean, according to the odd makers, yeah.
Yes, he is.
That makes sense to me.
According to the story of the fight, who's the favorite? You think? Story. What they want to create.
In my opinion, I think Canelo beats him, but.
No, but the story for the history they want. I'm telling you, they want this fucking Crawford guy to win.
Exactly.
I don't think this whole the Black King thing is actually going to carry on into 2026.
You can get a robbery with that shit. You can for sure get a good. You can get a good robbery with that.
I honestly think this race shit's dying. I think it's dying. I don't think we're going to get a Black King in 2026.
You'd be surprised.
I don't think it's
You'd
going
be
to
surprised.
It's the white. Usyk's the king. Usyk's the king, dude. Usyk's the white king. The heavyweight guy is always the king. Stop capping out here about pound for pound bullshit people talking about. The king of boxing is always the heavyweight champion. Forget about it. Ain't no middleweight, pound for pound that's the Americans trying to make shit up or pound for pound. That's an American thing. The heavyweight champion of the world is the king of the world. End of.
They've not got anybody. Look, Furioso, they've not got anybody convincing in the heavyweight division that could possibly beat Usyk. That's the problem with the heavyweight division right now. They've not got anybody could potentially in America beat Usyk. and it's the same in the UK.
So
it's
they
the
might
same-
have to crown Crawford somehow, some way, with
I see.
charge
That's the
gloves,
narrative.
charge gloves and corrupt
Is that the narrative?
judges. Okay.
I've never heard of this. Him having loaded gloves before. I follow. I've not
Google
followed
it.
like
Google that shit. Search it. Do your homework, people. Do your fucking homework. Right? Stop being dossers. Google that shit and investigate it. Come on.
His gloves exploding is not a rumor. There's actual pictures.
There's pictures. There's fucking everything you want to have. Videos. Do your homework, people.
Look at the faces of
merchant.
When it happened, look at the face of the commission.
He's saying the man that beat Triple G.
Dirk's knocked out. Dirk's knocked out. He's gone to get some chicken wings to get some energy, look.
The man who beat Triple G is going to lose against Crawford.
Triple G
obviously, you want to. I want a Canelo obliteration, but I just think this shit stinks. That's all I'm saying. Canelo's going to need a fucking obliteration because it stinks. Crawford's going to have
If he
some
wins,
crazy
he
advantages.
wins on points, and it's going to be incredibly boring.
Going to have
That's the
the
only way I can
judges.
see
You're
it
going to have
happening.
Turkey. They're going to look after Crawford. Like I keep saying, the George Floyd Act is very powerful movement. That shit. It's stronger than Ukrainian war movement. Put it that way. Yeah. Because it's literally the George Floyd Act changed into I don't want to get into that anymore, but I'm just saying that he's got the judges, Crawford, and he's allowed to wrap his gloves how he wants. Okay? It's as simple as that. I know it sounds a bit far-fetched, but it is.
Well, so does Canelo, according to history. I mean, isn't he allowed to pack his wrappings or something?
Crawford moving up to beat Canelo is more impressive than Usyk beating Tyson Fury and Dubois.
No, it isn't.
Facts.
I'll tell you why not. Let me tell this guy why
It
not.
is, because AJ almost lost to a fucking MMA fighter.
Fury got like 40 pounds on Usyk, bro. This guy at the most can have like 10 pounds.
Yeah, nobody cares. Fury almost got knocked out by a fucking MMA fighter, bro. Like, get out of here with that shit.
No. Fury,
that's a fact.
It's a way better win. Way better win.
Canelo beating GG, in my opinion, is more impressive because Canelo's smaller than.
Bro, nobody cares about Triple G. He's been retired for 10 years.
It's something.
Crawford's
It's
under a
been
10
done
man.
many
It's
a
never
time.
achieved.
It's been done
been talking the whole damn time.
It's
Triple G was
nothing
ready to tie up
amazing.
his
One at a time. Guys,
The real voice of reason is back on. The real voice of reason. No Canelo. No Canelo glazing over here.
Somebody kick him out. No, they recognize. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm going to read a super chat. Rafael Garza, thank you for your super chat. He says, IQ means capsize. Class is in session. Thanks. Yeah, it's true, though, man. This whole IQ thing doesn't make any sense, but go ahead and recognize.
Of course it doesn't make sense to you. You don't know shit about boxing.
Come on.
Listen, man. You got the real voice of reason here. There's no Canelo glider over here. There's no, Crawford glazing. None of that. So I tell it like it is. I have no horse in this race.
I disagree with the panelist.
It's the Canelo.
No, but it's true.
He's a Trinidad Glazer.
AVTV hates Canelo. And so they're just being realistic, in my opinion.
Right.
Pound for pound, who's a better fighter, Canelo, Tyson Fury, or AJ? Pound for pound.
Not even a question. Canelo.
Okay, so that's why Bud beating Canelo weighs more.
Canelo body of work is Canelo.
Hey, let me finish, motherfucker. Let me finish.
Let me finish. Canelo's not even.
Let me finish. So that's why Bud moving up 2 weight classes to beat Canelo weighs more than those 2 wins.
But this is why people rate Manny higher than your favorite Floyd, because there's a difference between fighting the best and fighting the best at the best.
It's a good thing they had a fight to prove that.
Neither fighter weren't at their best, especially Manny.
The reason why I got Canelo higher than Crawford, right? The reason I got high is he's higher in the pound for pound list, in my opinion. Now, if you go looking around, like all these mainstream, they all have Crawford for whatever reason higher than Canelo. But whatever, it is what it is. In my opinion, the reason why it's because Canelo's fighting a lot guys that are a lot bigger than him. Crawford is not. He's not fighting bigger guys.
Dude, Crawford fights once a year, and they have the nerve to say this guy's
Canelo, because I very much doubt it.
How you get a guy who fights once a year and you're going to put him up higher than Canelo? Shit is pathetic. This guy's barely even fights. That should call some special treatment there.
Canelo fought bigger Triple G. Canelo fought bigger Kovalev. Canelo fought bigger.
Not bigger than Canelo.
Bigger everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
Triple G
Lately.
was a beast.
Wait, now Triple G wasn't bigger than Canelo?
Now we're going to downplay Triple G, but not this guy's bums he beat, these washed up fighters he fought. But you're going to downplay Triple G. And come on, Dirk.
I'm not downplaying. I'm just saying Canelo's not bigger than Triple G. I mean, Triple G's not bigger than Canelo.
Triple G's a monster. He's a monster.
Triple G was at middleweight.
He's a monster.
Triple G was at middleweight when Canelo was at welterweight. Okay, he was already a middleweight.
Okay,
When
and
Canelo
Virgil
wasn't even
Ortiz,
ready to fight
Virgil
middleweight.
Ortiz was at 147 and Madrimov was at 154. Virgil's still bigger than him.
Yeah, but what does your eyes tell you when you look at Canelo and Triple G? Who's the bigger guy?
Actually, Canelo's thicker. Canelo's got more mass.
Open your eyes.
Well, look.
Canelo
Canelo bulked up just like Crawford's going to bulk up. So at times Canelo looked bigger, but when you look at the skeletal system of Triple G, the motherfucker has some big ass bones. He was a strong guy. For sure, he was naturally bigger.
Might be taller.
He was naturally bigger than Canelo. That's for sure.
Recognize. Triple G is taller than Canelo by a little bit, but Canelo's a more filled out man. He's got more mass.
Triple G's forearms, bro.
He's got more mass than
Canelo had to put on muscles to be as big as
on weight, but not.
I'm saying what I'm saying is don't weight lift. Put them at their natural weight. Triple G's the naturally bigger guy.
Yeah.
He's a naturally taller guy. Taller does not mean big.
Look at his bones.
Canelo must be fucking. Dirk must see Canelo as some fat fucking massive ogre or something, dude. This dude, nobody's bigger than Canelo.
Because you guys always confuse height with
nobody's bigger than Canelo according to Dirk, dude.
It's funny that Canelo's as he's getting older, he's losing muscle mass. He looks smaller.
Is in a way bigger than Tank. I mean, he's taller than Tank and he's got longer reach. Is he bigger than Tank?
Let me just cut through the chase with you, Dirk. Yo, can your diet affect your mass, Dirk? Can your diet affect your mass?
Can your diet affect your mass?
Yes.
Yeah, negatively?
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, of course it can. But
then what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like, honestly, holy shit.
Look,
HGH is a hell of a drug. Do you watch nigga eat every single day? What are you talking about?
It depends.
What the fuck are you talking about? That's like me taking a piss right now.
How do you know they're dying?
Yo, Triple G is guilty of something, like for no reason.
What are you talking
about? Your analogy, what I'm saying is that your analogies are fucking ass.
No, my analogy makes perfect sense.
No, it doesn't. I mean, yeah, it makes perfect sense if you're autistic. But like
diet where I could go on a protein calorie diet that could put on weight while I'm working out. That doesn't make me naturally bigger than a guy, let's say, who before I did that was naturally 10 pounds heavier than me, right? Let's say.
Yeah, but Frank, how soon are you going to get tired? You're going to get tired much sooner, aren't you? If you put that weight on.
And isn't it funny that Canelo, as he got bigger, has stamina?
Start to get yes, and then
he already had stamina issues, but he had even more stamina issues the more he moved up.
Right.
If it wasn't for those judges' decisions, maybe he wouldn't have won those fights.
Because if you look at his smaller frame, right? You look at his smaller frame, talking about his height, right? And you could go back and you could see when Canelo started putting on muscle weight, you could see that he started to get bigger. That was not his in other words, it wasn't just natural weight. He was putting on that weight with muscle weight intentionally.
Yeah, his bones don't grow unless he does HGH. That's about it. It's just stacking more muscle onto his smaller frame. That's why the first G fight, Canelo actually was heavily muscle bound. In the rematch, he actually had less muscle. He looked leaner in the rematch.
Leaner, exactly. He got
He
leaner.
looked leaner.
Yeah.
Now, he might have taken a little growth, maybe that's why he grew more into weight. But look, Terrence Crawford, people, he don't have enough time to take all the HGH in the world, and he's too fucking old. He's just too old.
Well, it's funny that you say that. I'm looking at Terrence Crawford, right? And I'm looking at him putting on this muscle weight, and he looks at the very least as big as Canelo.
But it looks bad, right? It doesn't look appropriate.
No,
it looks like Mr. Potato Head. He got like these little tiny eyes, this little nose.
You ever see that older dude as he's getting older? He's always been muscle bound. That's what he looks like.
He looks waterlogged to me when I look at him. His head looks like a fucking potato. Like he's got these little eyes, this little nose, and little mouth, and big ass head.
No, what I think is going to come down to is that Canelo's used to fighting bigger guys, getting hit by bigger guys, and he's used to punching dudes that are, 190 plus. Okay, come fight night.
He's used to punching up too. He's punching at these taller guys.
Tall dudes, right? Exactly. And the one thing that Canelo does really good is punching at his at his level. He seems to let go his hands way more too.
I mean, Canelo hasn't had to be able to have fun with a small guy like this in a while. This guy's an easy target. You can just bust them all up. I feel like Canelo's gonna have a hard time missing this guy.
Yeah, but
I feel that.
No. I think I know what Frank's saying. I think I know what you're saying. You're saying that now that Canelo is used to fighting at larger weights, now he's fighting somebody who's smaller. Somebody who's smaller can actually get more tags on him than somebody who was larger. Therefore, Canelo's not used to it.
They could tag him more.
No, Crawford ain't get more tags. He's going to be much slower.
Oh, no, I think he will. I mean,
he's going to be slower than he's ever been. Dude, in order to let his hands go, he has to be open to taking shots.
But that's
you saw
not
the
all he's
Madrimov
got.
fight. You saw the Madrimov fight.
But he's not all his. That's not all he has. He's actually a really good boxer. I hate. Unfortunately, I'm not a massive Terrence Crawford fan.
I don't see it at all.
The skills there. He's got the skills to beat Canelo, but I think Canelo is bigger, and Canelo is also a much better counterpuncher. So,
I think everything that Terrence Crawford does, Canelo does better. Everything.
Really?
You're an idiot.
Everything he does, I think he does better, way better. Go study his career. Right. The pull counters, the slips, he does it. He slips and rips better. He does it all better. Bro, this bum over here could never slip Triple G shots and come back and hit him with the speed that this guy did. No way. No one's ever considered this guy a high-level counterpuncher, Crawford. I've never heard it.
Jesus.
Oh, wow.
He's a come-forward brawler. He ain't no high-level counterpuncher. He does a simple slip, and guys are like, "What?" It's like, bro, he does shit that anyone else could do. The only difference is that when Crawford does it,
Can you do it?
Yeah, I can. The way Crawford does it, the way Crawford, bro, there's 12-year-old kids in the gym.
What happened? Why aren't you a professional boxer?
Look, there's 10-year-olds in the gym that could do slip counters better than Terrence Crawford. I see the way he does. He pulls straight back with his chin in the air and throws an uppercut with his chin in the air. He does trash pull counters. They're garbage. He does one of those with Canelo. He's going to break his jaw. He's just going to come in with a right overhand and break his jaw. No, Canelo's actually very slick. Dude, go watch the Triple G fights and see how smooth.
Yeah, I did. That's how he does them.
They're a lot better than what Crawford does. Dude, his career is it's an illusion. It's going to all get shattered in a couple of
Crawford's career.
Yeah, Crawford's career for sure. It's an illusion. He beat up a bunch of washed up B-level fighters. And when he fights this guy who is, a A-level fighter on the decline, but once again, he's an A-level fighter. And we're going to see that difference. You guys are going to see it on September 13th.
I don't see it. He's unless Canelo's aged massively, there's no way. I just don't see him winning. I don't see Crawford winning.
Yeah, I mean that's the hope, right? They're hoping that he's aged out. But the problem is, like I said, people got to understand, as much as they like Crawford, Canelo's been at a totally different bracket of skills. And Canelo said it, and I agreed with him 100%. He's like, bro, this is a totally different level. Like, you've never been on this level. And not only are you at a higher level, but you're fighting at a higher level versus a guy that's naturally bigger than you. That's a whole nother bag of getting your ass whooped, because he could barely hang at 154 versus a guy with 10 fights. What do you think he's going to do against this guy? The guy that eats Triple G shots. It's people. And the guys, the way they're downplaying this. Oh, you're gonna beat him. He's gonna box his ears off. It's like, come on.
That's it, isn't it? That's the only way he can win. It's over 12 rounds.
You got that.
But he would have to. But he would have to.
I mean, that's all Bivol needed to do, and Floyd Mayweather.
Stop comparing Crawford to Bivol because they're not even in. You're talking about another
there's
A-level
no way
fighter.
Crawford is.
Nobody thought Bivol was all that until he cooked.
That's not true. I always pick Bivol. I always pick Bivol to beat Canelo. Always.
Wait. Hold on. Let's correct that. Let's correct that. Only casuals thought that Bivol didn't have a chance and thought
that's 99% of Canelo fans.
Nobody who actually watched boxing.
So you, bro, you're talking about you, motherfucker, not us.
Yeah, Bivol's in his prime.
You know damn well I picked Bivol to win that.
Canelo went out and fought a prime light heavyweight.
He was kind of on the end of his prime, but yeah, he's.
And I don't want to hear the excuse that it's because Bivol is big. No, it's because he's.
No.
It's a skill.
Look at the difference. Look, Canelo Alvarez, a smaller man, went up to fight a prime light heavyweight. At the guy, basically, the guy's best in his prime.
He fought Kovalev too, didn't he?
Crawford's trying to fight an old Canelo Alvarez. The guy's not even in his prime. Like, so it's not even close. You can't compare the two, you know?
Okay, so a Canelo Alvarez who's not in his prime is going to fight Bud Crawford.
A B-level welterweight who's also not in his prime.
But the thing is, he's a great boxer.
But wait. You think Crawford's a great boxer?
Last 12 rounds.
Wait. No. Let me ask Food TV a quick question. Since Crawford's basically a bum, according to you,
he's B-level. He's called him B-level.
He's B-level, and he's going up. And he's going up 2 weight classes. Would you not say this is a cherry pick by Canelo?
Oh yeah, of course it is. I called it in my videos. In many videos, I called it a double cherry pick. That's what I called it.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, it's a double cherry pick. But Canelo, Crawford's at the bad end of it because almost everything is against him.
The UK dude I was just talking. You were about to ask something. Go ahead, bro.
It was basically that I just don't believe that somebody with Bud Crawford's skills could lose against Canelo unless Canelo was in fit enough form to be able to do some of the pull counters that he could do. But the thing is, again, Crawford's got pretty much every tool in the box. So it's unless he gets bullied, I can't see him losing.
Well, the thing is that Bud Crawford, you got to remember, he's packing on more weight. So he's going to for sure be slower. I just want people keep looking at that left hook that Canelo hit Berlanga with. Look how fast that left hook was when he hit that man with. I promise you, Bud Crawford would not be able to throw a punch.
By the way, Crawford doesn't have to come in
laser fast. Ridiculous.
He doesn't have to come in 168. He can come in 158 if he wants to.
Have you seen what he looks like? He's all bulked up. He's coming in big.
He would be smart not to come in anywhere near 160.
He's bulking.
Come in too heavy.
He's clearly bulking.
He's not bulking, bro. He's been walking around 170 plus for years.
He's bulking, bro. I could see it in his training. He's all swole up.
I mean, what fighters fights around their weight class? I mean, that's normal. I'm up.
Canelo.
Well, actually, yeah, Canelo, Usyk, a handful of fighters, Isaac Cruz, they're going past their
probably walked around 180.
They're going past the BMI calculator, and I understand you don't know what the fuck that is, Derpy, because factors and variables isn't your strong suit.
I just don't think it's not your strong suit. You need to MMA
I don't think Crawford's ever been a better boxer than Canelo. I just don't think it's true at all.
I mean, that's your opinion.
I think when you start Triple G, look. Let me just say this last thing. Look, when Canelo Alvarez fought Triple G in that second fight, that's A-level boxing, which you saw Canelo do.
Bringing up Triple G like he's
look. Let me say, he was not brawling Triple G. He was boxing him. So to say this guy, dude. Crawford could never do what he did in that fight. What Canelo did in that fight. He could never.
Daniel Jacobs gave Triple G a good fight. Daniel Jacobs a great fight.
He never fought that high level like that. No way.
In that last fight against Triple G, right? The last fight against Triple G, all
the second
Triple G was thinking, or whatever.
The second
all
fight.
Triple
Well,
G was thinking is, which house can I buy when I get home?
Yeah, that's the third fight when he was washed. But I mean, the second fight. I'm just saying, look at the second fight.
Hey,
look at the
TV,
level.
Can you let this dude talk, bro? Like, you've been talking all day. Let this man talk.
No, he was talking about the third fight. I'm talking about the second
fight.
Go. Okay. All right. Go ahead, bro. Look, You done ran this nigga off. Look what you did.
Yeah, because you just got people keep saying that Crawford's a great boxer, but who the fuck did he fight that he needed to really box against? I saw this guy fight Avanesian and get his face punched off. How's he a great boxer if Avanesian's able to touch him up with hooks and uppercuts and overhands?
Boxing, you're gonna get hit.
Bro,
like
no. This is clear. This guy wasn't.
You still criticize him.
These were not intelligent setups. This guy was literally just swinging shots and they were hitting him in the face. And great boxers don't get hit like that. Clean, rocked on the chin in the first round versus a C-level fighter. Great boxers, that doesn't happen to
That's not a C, motherfucker.
C-level, Avanesian rocking this guy with shots.
I just don't agree with you. I just don't think Bud Crawford is a B-level fighter. I think he's better than that.
Yeah, but what does he prove?
I agree with Robert here, bro. That's why Canelo's gonna get full credit when he knocks him the fuck
but how is he? Where has he proved this fact that he's a level? When did he become A level?
I agree. I agree with you that he's not going to beat Canelo. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
Let me interject real quick.
Let Hawkins go.
So, because we hear this a lot, and there's been nobody on the panel that has been defending Crawford longer than me, while I am now one of his biggest critics. So let me be objective and just ask, what constitutes an A-level fighter? Is it resume? Is it skill set, the eye test? What is the standard you're going to measure it at and hold it up to fairly across the board to every fighter?
Level of competition.
So that's your sole level.
No. The skill level displayed against high level competition. Because
if it's competition, then Bivol. Wait, if it's competition, then Bivol had no business beating Canelo. Then
no, I said skills displayed against high level competition.
Exactly, Bivol did not play high level competition.
We're talking about Bivol. We're talking about Crawford.
He beat Canelo.
We're talking about Crawford.
He fought Canelo, so because you keep bringing up Crawford's resume.
Great skills that Crawford
let me
finish.
So if Crawford would have fought Bivol,
he doesn't need your help, bro. You don't need to jump in.
If that's Crawford would have fought Bivol, Crawford would have beat Bivol. Is that what you're saying?
About two completely different weight classes. Canelo's
we're not. We're talking about having the same standards for everybody.
It's not the same standard because Canelo never fought.
You're right. One of them is punching way above their weight class according to a BMI, not an eye test.
Here's the difference. Canelo had already won the belt at 175 before he fought Bivol.
So then why didn't Crawford do it?
It's not like he just went up to 175 randomly.
Why didn't Crawford do it?
Obviously, he's not big enough to fight at 175.
Obviously, he's not skilled enough. Translation.
Hey, why would he jump like 3 weight classes to fight at 175? That's insane.
Because he's not skilled enough. That's why. Let's be real here.
Oh, okay.
He's fighting Canelo because the money's there.
Yeah, the money.
That's why it is.
It's a
Canelo's not even a big 68 pounder.
It's a fake super fight.
Here's my take. Here's my objective take of the whole thing, because we're saying this about Crawford about one thing, saying, well, it's overrated because of X, Y, and Z, and this guy's shot and that guy wasn't that good. When you turn around and look at Canelo, his literal best wins are going to be over Triple G, 2 fights that most people think he didn't even win. So if the standard's fair, you really can't say one's that much higher than the other based off of skill against quality competition, because neither one's really aced a top guy that's first-level Hall of Famer at their best without any kind of asterisk next to the so either it's a gift decision for Canelo, or it's Spence was washed and what's his name, Porter was on his way out. I mean, that's been pretty much. So we've been pretty much.
Chief.
Let me finish. Because you guys are going to talk for 2 hours after I'm done with this and argue over each other all night. So just let me finish this part out. Both guys have the right, by objective people, believe it or not, I'm more objective to both of them than most people, they have accomplished great things to have these accolades added to them and overrated at the same time. 2 things can be true because of the level of competition they faced and where the competition was at when they fought them. Triple G was not at the top of the game anymore. He was old, and he still should have won both fights, in my personal opinion. Spence was washed. By the time Al Heyman fighters wanted to fight, but they were past their best. And so now we have 2 guys that don't really belong in the ring at each other with asterisks next to their name to prove how great they are in a fight that really doesn't prove how great they're going to be. I yield my time.
Go. Yeah,
That's fair.
Nice.
I think that's fair.
What about Laura?
Far better.
What do you think about Laura?
Nice point.
He fought much more dangerous competition, Canelo, there. And he displayed great skills against higher level competition. Crawford's never done that, ever.
Oh, look, as much as I think that that Canelo did beat Lara, and when I mean beat, I mean narrowly deserved the victory. I didn't say it was a robbery.
Yeah. I mean, that's a hard fight, you know.
He did not look anywhere near impressive in that fight.
Yes, but that's a very high level fighter. That's the thing. And he fought
now you're changing the goalpost.
And he fought him in his prime. Remember that.
I'm not changing a goalpost.
You are changing the goalpost.
I didn't move a goalpost at all.
You're just playing word salad, bro. Hit the rewind and you find out.
That guy, Lara, is better than any guy that Crawford ever fought in his entire career. Better than any one of them. None of the guys that Crawford fought could beat that man. I don't think a single one of them.
Hey, Lara is still
most of them are junior middleweights. Most of them are
even in their prime. Even in their prime, they could never beat that guy.
Most of them aren't even junior middleweights. So now you're comparing different weight classes of guys that never would have been in the same weight class.
I mean, I think Lara could have definitely made welterweight. He could have definitely come to welterweight. He was not a gigantic 154.
No, but he was very lean.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
there's only so much muscle. There's almost so much muscle you can burn to make another weight class.
I mean, you know that Earl Spence was. Earl Spence was a middleweight. He was killing himself to make welterweight. He was a middleweight.
I mean,
same for Sean Porter. Sean Porter fought Usyk, dude, in the amateurs. I think I heard Sean Porter fought Usyk.
No, but Lara was a welterweight. He was a champion 154, but he was a welterweight before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't a giant. He wasn't a huge guy.
Usyk was a middleweight.
But he started as a welterweight.
I'm going to keep saying this until I finally get my point. Usyk was a middleweight in the amateurs when he fought Sean Porter. He grew into a bigger man. Sean Porter actually was a middleweight in the amateurs. Somehow or another, whether he shrank down or the intensity of fighting as a pro got him down to welterweight. I don't know what those things. Spence was weighing at 152 in the amateurs because that's where welterweight is, and he dropped down to welterweight 147 as a pro. Yeah. There's a lot of nuances that come up and down about this guy, where he should have been, where they started, and everything else.
Well, what I'm saying is that, any of those guys could have fought. They could have moved up. They chose not to. Canelo went up in weight, and he beat guys that those guys could never beat. And that's probably why they stood down there. It's because they don't want to fight those guys.
They keep
maybe points. Some fighters will be great in the weight class that they're in. Their reasons are their own. It's not for us to judge. The point is, because if we did that, we're going to have to judge Hagler, Willie Pep, all the Triple G guys that didn't move up for reasons of their own to be great in the weight class they were in. That's their own. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to move up to be great. Most people do because their life gets comfortable and it gets harder to make the weight. They're not as strict as they used to be.
And also, again, I think another thing is that it gets harder. Another reason is that they don't want to go out. Like a good example is Boots Ennis, because Boots Ennis, he'd rather stay down there, beat up midgets, than go up and fight a bunch of beasts at 150. So what he does
to be fair to those guys though,
at middleweight.
To be fair to those guys though, you're talking about eras when there's same day weigh-ins and less weight classes.
Some of them, there was still the super middleweight division was around before Hagler left, and there was still the light heavyweight division that he chose not to take.
Which was 175 pounds.
And lots of middleweights went up there.
From 160 to 175. It's a huge.
Hey, they did it. So, I mean,
I understand, but they were probably very tall as well, weren't they? So they could have filled out.
You're actually making my point for me of the fact that no one is criticizing Hagler for not moving up. Fighters don't have to move up. I said that before.
It depends on if they can.
You're now validating my point there, so there's no use in arguing about it. It's a waste of time. We're on the same page.
Yeah, but
most guys hide at the lower weights.
How Hagler, was he peaked at that weight? Like, you know what I mean? Like physically, could he move up again? I don't know. Like some people can't, others can. Like when it comes to Crawford, we know this guy was around 170 something, right? So we know that we know that he could have easily made 154.
Oh yeah, he's a weight bully.
No, but what I'm saying, Hagler, I don't know. I was a baby back in the 80s, right? So, I don't know, but was Hagler weighing in at 190 or some shit like that? Because if he wasn't, you could
probably.
Yeah, you could look for more.
If we're going to hold everybody to that standard, we need to start criticizing Trinidad for not moving up before, for waiting on Oscar De La Hoya and Pernell Whitaker. We're not doing it.
Open up
but he was 28. Trinidad moved up at 28. So, you know, like it's understandable.
Right? After he got the fights he wanted, he didn't move up prior to when he needed to because he was killing himself to make the weight. Those words were just said about other fighters in this very conversation today. Trinidad was doing the same thing. I love Trinidad. I'm not going to have anything against him for doing that. He waited out fights. That's exactly what Crawford did, trying to get the fights against the welterweights he wanted to face. If it's good enough for Trinidad to do, it's good enough for Bud to do.
I don't disagree. I don't.
So you can't criticize one fighter because we love him. He's in the Hall of Fame. He's an all-time great fighter. And then another guy who's trying to do the same thing, we now hold him to a different standard because he could have moved up a long time ago, but he wanted to get the big money fights against the names of the division he was already in.
And I don't know who is.
Weighs at 170 something. We know he's a big guy for the division. For the division which he's part.
We know that Trinidad was too. We know Trinidad was walking around well over 160 pounds, making 147, waiting out Pernell Whitaker and Oscar De La Hoya. But
what do you think a walk-around rate is?
They're not criticizing him. They're not criticizing him.
Well, let's start hearing it because nobody on this panel has been doing that.
Well, I didn't know that fact. I mean, I was a bit young, but yeah, I was a teenager when fucking Trinidad was fighting and shit. That wasn't.
Yeah, but what do you think the walk-around weight is for Bud?
Bucho, stop lying, bro.
No, I'm not.
I was
40 years old back then, you know.
I'm the only one that was like a guy that could actually like rent a hotel room and a car and a tax-paying adult when Trinidad was a fighter. We all know that.
No, but but Trinidad was a big fighter though. That you're right. He was like 5'11". But then again, come on, you cannot tell me that was a
5'11". That's crazy, isn't it? That's mad.
Right?
That's crazy.
Well, in his first title defense with Anthony Stevens, he said that his legs were weak because he's having trouble making the weight. That was his second title defense. He stayed there for 6 years.
Boots Ennis had to go up because he was going to die at that lower weight. He tried to hide. Dude, he was hiding down there for years. He's just waiting for these bigger. Yeah, he's waiting for these bigger, stronger, dangerous guys to get fucked up. That's what he was doing. He was hiding.
That's a solid theory, but let's turn this to a different avenue. Arturo Gatti tried to stay at 130 for a long time, not because he was afraid of the guys at lightweight. He had a good punch, and he knew that his punch could save him at 130 pounds.
Exactly, but the thing is, sometimes these guys don't want to go up because there's dudes out there that are way bigger. That's why you have these mid divisions, right? You got to have the in betweens. The thing is that Boots Ennis, dude, that guy ain't even 150. That guy's a middleweight. He's probably bigger than a middleweight. He's a big guy.
I agree.
I agree, but his reasons are his reasons, and I'm not trying to say everyone's innocent until proven guilty in the situation. But, I mean, when other guys have done the same thing for other reasons other than that, we can assume it's because he's afraid of this guy or the other guy. All we do know is that the possible reasons they're staying is, one, afraid of a guy. Two, they know they're stronger than the guys they're fighting the weight class they're at. You can say that's a cheat. You can say it's unethical. But there's nothing in the rule books against it. There's nothing in the rule books.
They got to change some stuff up.
There's nothing against the rule books for me walking around at 160, weighing in at 130 because I got a good punch there, unless something other than detrimental to my health to move up. And there's no writing of the wall happening. Now, I don't approve of that because certain fighters do it, and all of us are guilty of having favorites and using these rules when we want to. I'm just as guilty as the next guy. But other fighters have done it. We're not as critical of them. We're critical of the ones we don't like.
Hey, Chief, remind me, like when when Leonard moved up and he made a comeback and fought Hagler, what were they saying about the weight difference? Like, were there any concerns? Because at the fight, I didn't see really that much of a difference, to be honest.
Well, when he came out of retirement to fight Hagler?
Yeah.
But there weren't any real concerns. I don't remember him fighting a middleweight before. The highest he fought was junior middleweight, but nobody was making a big deal out of him fighting a middleweight for the in a title fight for the first time. Weight was not even an issue.
Okay, and Leonard started at welterweight.
Well, all right. He fought at 139. He fought at 139 in the amateurs. By the time he was the world class level, he was a welterweight, a full-fledged welterweight.
Okay.
So during some of his early fights, I don't remember what his exact weights were. But by the time he was ranked, he was fighting like his weights were around 145 to 147. So that, and by the time he got to the USBA level, he never weighed over 147 until that one fight between, I think it was Duran and Tommy Hearns. I think it was Abdul Kalule or something like that. That guy, when he went up and won the WBA temporarily and came back down at 154. But he never fought over that in a title fight until he fought Ag.
Okay, I was just wondering, because when it comes to Crawford, it's like a big deal, the weight and all that shit. But I mean, when you look at the face-off, I understand thickness and all that matters, the size of the legs, the neck, and all that shit. But just if you look at them both standing together, Canelo and Crawford, it doesn't look like Canelo's that big, And even Crawford has a long reach.
Well, he's definitely going to be shorter in height and in reach. Neck-wise, I mean, I don't know too many thicker necks below the light heavyweight limit than Canelo.
No.
But
I mean, by that logic, Bucho, Jamal Charlo is a bigger man than Mike Tyson because he's got a longer reach and he's taller.
Jamal Charlo is pretty fucking big.
He is a big, but he's not Tyson, like a prime Tyson.
We're talking about welterweight and a middleweight. Canelo's truly a middleweight.
Still, Crawford's not even a big welterweight in my opinion. Crawford.
How tall is he again?
Crawford's not even like he's like an average size welterweight. Most welterweights around 5'9", 5'8",
5'10", 5'10", 200 pounds. Yeah.
5'10" and 5'11".
Well, Charlo was 5'11".
5'10" and 5'11" are the exceptions. Because De La Hoya and Trinidad, they were really tall for that weight. They were both around 5.
Yeah, that's like Sugarweight Leonard Roy Jones type of height, 5'10", 5'11".
Leonard was probably closer to 5'9", like maxing at 5'10", depending on the shoes he was wearing. But yeah, he was right at the larger size of an average welterweight. He was like at the peak of an average size.
Canelo's is welterweight height, and what was Montel Griffin? How tall was he? He was a light heavyweight. Remember Montel Griffin?
Montel Griffin.
Yeah.
He never won a title there, but he was short. Yeah, he was.
The more boxing chief talks, the more I'm starting to think that Canelo might actually be the one who's the under fucking dog in this situation it's
true.
It's true.
The Dirk's point that he was trying to make a second ago by bringing up Charlo, there's different avenues of size when you're referring to someone being a big guy. The Charlos are very tall. They have long reach, but they're not very thick. Mike Tyson's 5'10", measured at 5'11", and he's 10 feet wide. He's a big guy.
And he's knocking out people who are around 6'10". You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah, so there's different levels of measuring size. Tyson was heavier than Evander Holyfield by, I think, almost 10 pounds in the first fight. But Holyfield was looked at as, quote-unquote, the bigger guy because he was taller and had a lot of weight.
Was like a science experiment, though, wasn't he? He was
not
literally...
Not the point. We're talking about weight and...
Okay.
We're talking about the different areas of size. I understand what you're saying. I'm not arguing it.
No. I agree with you. I mean, I want to hear your point.
But my point is, he was looked at as the bigger man, even though he was lighter, but he was taller and had a longer reach. So when someone talks about size, it's very relevant to the area of size you're talking about. Are you talking about weight and girth and muscle density, or are you talking about height and reach? They don't always go hand in hand. Tyson was the bigger guy.
Tyson Fury proved that point.
Give me 2 seconds. Tyson was the bigger guy on muscle density and strength, but he was shorter in height and reach. And so people said Holyfield was the bigger guy. So where are you measuring to make your point of who's bigger? Now, your point of Tyson Fury.
He was huge, but then there's you've got Usyk, who made it look quite easy to basically take control of the situation and box him to a decision.
So. Right, when we're talking, that's talking size versus skill, but There's no denying the fact.
Yeah,
that
what I'm saying is that Tyson Fury's size and and his ability. We know how he has ability. Tyson Fury has ability. He's a great boxer, but he couldn't beat Usyk, who was a better boxer but smaller. So
But I'll say this real quick, and I've said this a million times.
A better boxer who's smaller. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. For example, what do they call it? A junior welterweight. A junior welterweight fighting a middleweight is harder than a cruiserweight fighting a heavyweight. In my opinion.
I'm on your side, bro. I'm on your side, bro. I think that he has the advantage. I think Bud has the advantage. Just to let you know, so I know that you.
No, I'm not trying to argue Bud has the advantage. I'm not sure. I'm just saying that what Usyk does is very impressive. But for example, look
come
at
on. Are you going to take the? You're not going to make fun of his Usyk's skill, which means that Usyk is one of the greatest boxers of all time. Do I have to explain that to you? He
absolutely,
is.
But yes, he is absolutely. But let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. I think Lomachenko and Usyk are kind of similar fighters, right? They're from the same school. I think Usyk is a little bit better.
Yeah, I agree with you, but Usyk is unfortunately better than Lomachenko.
Yeah, he is better. He is better, but you have to acknowledge this. Lomachenko is fighting harder competition, and let me tell you why. There are guys in higher weight classes than Lomachenko who are faster than he is, on top of being stronger, longer reach, and some of them are just as skilled as he is. You really can't say that about Usyk.
No way. Who's better than Lomachenko?
Oh, come on. You don't think there's guys more skilled than Lomachenko?
Name one. Name one. You just said it. Name a person who's better than Lomachenko at a weight class within reach of his.
Terence Crawford.
147?
Okay.
Do you know what that fight would look like?
Okay, even let's say guys who are close or maybe not even less skilled than he is. Teofimo is more athletic than Lomachenko.
Oh, come on.
He is more athletic than Lomachenko.
This argument. Yeah.
No, he is, and that's the main reason why he beat. That's the main reason he gave Lomachenko so much issues. Like
you just scared off the chief, bro.
Chief had things to do, but well, the point is what Loma has to deal with compared to Usyk is a lot more complicated, harder. In my opinion.
I understand because, like, literally, he is much smaller. Therefore, there's a lot more to go through than
right.
Lomachenko.
These big guys, they're big. They're big, but they're kind of clumsy. They don't have great gas tanks. They're a lot of them are not as skilled as Usyk. But with Lomachenko, the gap in skill is a lot closer than what Usyk has to deal with at heavyweight. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So, and it's not trying to down credit Usyk. He's great. He's an all-time great, top 10 heavyweight, all time.
Okay.
But what Lomachenko has to deal with is to me a lot harder, especially how little Lomachenko is. Like, look at him compared to Devin Haney. Devin Haney was damn near a middleweight in there, and he's not slow either.
No.
Well.
It's been a while since I've watched that fight anyway. Yeah, it's look, I understand. There's two arguments, and I understand them, and I can see how they could both win. You know what I mean? You've got the establishment that are following Terence Crawford to beat Canelo, but unfortunately, I just don't see how that's going to happen unless he wins over points. And Canelo, unfortunately, would have to knock out Terence Crawford to win.
What do you mean by establishment? Who are these establishment?
Well, the people that follow boxing. The people that
the experts, like the experts and analysis.
People that talk about boxing and the people that write articles about boxing and the people that say that boxing is a sport rather than just two people like constantly beating on each other in a bloodlust full of horrific circumstances, etc., and that it should be banned. You know, you've got people that believe in boxing and follow it, and I believe those people follow a certain agenda, and those people would prefer a person of color to beat a person who is Mexican, even. Well, you know.
I mean, Canelo's European looking, but technically he's not white.
Well, he's European looking. That's all it takes, isn't it? You know.
I mean, I could make the same argument for the other way around. You don't think there's white people or some even non-white people that want to see the white guy beat the black guy? I mean, it goes both ways.
Nah,
you know?
I don't actually.
Oh, come on.
Because I'm white.
Some of them were on this panel just now.
Really? You mean Mexican? Because they're not white.
Furioso, he's from Portugal.
Furioso is definitely not white.
What is he?
People from Portugal aren't white. Do you not know that?
He's European, isn't he? They might be a little bit tanner skin, but it's still white.
Iberian is what we would call them. They're not Western European. Fucking hell. Jesus. If there's any Western Europeans left. You know, we're a dying breed.
How dare you?
How dare you call him white?
Bucho's like, what, Mexican? So,
yeah, Bucho's
he would
Mexican.
understand.
Although Bucho sounds like he could be an Arab with his accent. I don't know what
come on. No, he knows like 5 languages or something, doesn't he? Because he has to live in that horrible shithole Canada. So
yeah, let's pray for Bucho. Let's pray for
French
Bucho.
And the British there, so Jesus Christ.
Bucho is a CC agent.
Warring factions.
No, I'm kidding.
Come on. I've not followed boxing for a while. You're gonna have to like fill me in, guys. I only came in because I was pissed. I mean,
Canelo. Part of the reason I'm picking Crawford is I think Canelo slowed down. His punch output is not the same it used to be. Watch Canelo now compared to when he fought Triple G the second and first time.
Yeah, but he wasn't that great then.
He's way better back then than he is now. Like now, he's like one punch at a time. Like I just don't think it's going to work against a guy that knows.
Wait. So you're saying Canelo's not in his prime?
No.
Yeah, neither is Crawford, by the way. I don't think Crawford is 38 years old.
Crawford should be in his prime.
Well, yeah, I think
he has had less wars than Canelo. He has been tested way less compared to Canelo.
Has Canelo really been in a lot of wars?
Yeah.
Are you serious right now?
He's been fighting since he's 15, hasn't he?
Yeah, but it's not like he's been in a lot of fights where he's taken a lot of punishment.
There was the fights against who's the bold Puerto Rican guy with the load of tattoos? Oh jeez, I forgot his name.
Are you talking about Cotto?
Cotto, yes. He fought.
By the
Cotto.
way,
that was
the fact that this guy was competitive was not exactly. I mean, Cotto's a good fighter, but he was past his best too.
He is a good fighter. He was a good fighter when Canelo fought him.
Yeah, but he was past his best, and he's in.
Yeah, but we're talking about who do you guys think is a fresher fighter? Point blank.
I think that it's Crawford, obviously.
Yeah, hands down, a no-brainer. Crawford is.
Yeah, I think Crawford is going to win, but if that's not the case, then I don't know where boxing's going because they need a new champion, and Crawford looks like the guy who's going to be the new champion. If they let Canelo beat Crawford, boxing's just going to fucking stagnate. That's the only way I see it. It's unfortunate, but that's the case.
Wait, did somebody super chat? I gotta look for this shit.
Yeah, I'm boring tonight. I'm gonna go get more beer. I'll be right back, guys. You can improve the chat.
The one that's 490. Yeah, JXV88. Did you read that one?
Can you read it? No. Can you read it, please?
Yeah. It says our Bud skills are God level because he beat one pound for pound guy. Sorry, I'm trying not to copy.
No. Bud's skills are good because
I didn't get to finish.
Boxer.
I didn't get to finish the super chat. Explain to me why Bud's skills will close the size gap. Is he that much better than Nello in skills?
Yeah, he can slip and jab. He can move. He has the ability to move around this slowing aging boxer who's been through a lot of wars, I honestly believe that Wood could actually win over Canelo. And, I've only been following the sport for 25 years, so who cares? Eh?
I mean, is Crawford getting old?
He's only getting younger.
I mean, that's the thing. What the fuck, man? Seriously, all this talk about Canelo, who's 34, getting all super old, and then they have to bring up, he's been in a bunch of wars. I mean, he's been more aggressive. I don't know if that constitutes into like war. I mean, he's doing what he has to do. But
I mean, they're not factoring that Crawford's older.
I think I think the person who did the super chat is insinuating that if Crawford's skills are god level, wouldn't that mean that his skills will close the size gap?
That's what they're saying.
I mean, his skills are exactly what Crawford's skills are completely manufactured. It's imaginary. He's okay. All right. He ain't no super high level fighter. No, I wouldn't. I don't even like Floyd. I would never compare Floyd, Crawford to on the level. Floyd, no way. Crawford never on Floyd's level. Hand speed, foot speed, athleticism. He never had that.
I would disagree with you, FUTV. Crawford's defensive skills are overrated because they were based on illegal tactics.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, look, he ain't even close to as good as Floyd. And technically, he's never been as good.
This guy also thinks Devin Haney's better than Boots. I mean, you can't take you seriously.
You think Crawford is more athletically gifted than Floyd Mayweather?
I never said that.
All right, so what are you saying then? Because that's what I'm saying.
You're saying he's not even a good fighter. You're saying he's a B-level fighter.
I said he's B-level. Is B-level a bad fighter? No, he's B-level.
Caleb Plant is a B-level fighter. Bud is not
I think Fandora is a B-level fighter, and I think he's a very good fighter.
Crawford is not a Fandora level.
But ain't no elite level. Not even close.
Okay, well, Canelo's going to a non-elite level fighter, I guess.
Canelo's on another level compared to that guy. I don't even like Canelo, but I can recognize what he does and who he's fought. That dude's just people aren't even looking at this guy's career, this Crawford guy's career, and the level of competition. The only one that's looking at it is fucking Canelo, and the people that know the sport. Those are the people. That's why when Canelo said that shit, I'm like, he basically said everything I'm saying, and it's what I've been saying for months now since the shit got announced. He just let it all out. And he's like, bro, who the fuck did you fight? You're not elite.
Yeah, but which fights were I'm wondering which fights are people talking about where you see Crawford really showing these crazy ass fucking skills?
Avanesian. You remember Avanesian?
No, I mean seriously. No, like I've watched Lomachenko. He was like, whoa, you could tell this guy was special. Even Floyd, certain moments.
Yeah.
But this guy Crawford, when?
Yeah, Floyd was a wrestler. They're saying, yeah, he was, but I'm just saying some of his maneuvers.
I still criticize Floyd for a lot of fights. He was clinching.
Oh yeah, he lost.
Yeah, Floyd was a Muay Thai fighter in boxing. Let's just call it for what it is.
He's another B-level guy, but he had some more. He had some skills that Crawford doesn't have.
Yeah, he has skills. He has skills.
Fast feet, fast hands. Explosive.
Reaction time.
Yeah, his jab. He had a very athletic jab and a straight right hand.
I disagree with the jab part, and the only reason why I disagree with the jab part. The only reason why is because his jab was only efficient because of his illegal tactics. If you take those illegal tactics out of his game plan, that jab would be non-existent.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like comparing it to Crawford. Crawford has a decent jab, but it's not as fast as Floyd's. Floyd's has a very fast jab. He had the kind of jab where well, the thing with Floyd's is that he can hit you and get out. Crawford doesn't have a jab like that.
Well, there's a reason why he can hit you and get out is because he would hit you with the fucking forearm or elbow, or if you're coming in, he'll just push you. Again.
Yeah,
I would say that their jabs are around. I'd probably edge it to Floyd, but they're on the same level.
I give it to Floyd just because he can get in and get out. Crawford ain't that guy. He's not that guy.
Nah, I don't know, man.
Crawford's the kind of guy, he gets in, he throws a nice jab, and boom, he eats a right straight to the face.
What's up?
So stop being a hipster, Mark.
How am I being a hipster?
You're not being a hipster enough.
I'm not staying on code.
No,
I'm just saying, I only bring that guy up because I bring him up because everyone's all like, well, look what on a dehydrated Canelo. Crawford could do that on a non-dehydrated Canelo. I know it. It's a fact because Crawford is way slower than Floyd. So he could do exactly what Floyd did. That makes logical sense.
He black. He black. He can do it. So he want to do it too. He black too.
Wait. He black. So that means he's slick because he black.
No, that's exactly what I keep saying. It's because Crawford's black. That's it.
That's just a fact, bro. You see the Chris Algier interview? He's all like, Crawford's different. And that's all he has for why he's going to win. He different. Thank you, Chris Algier, for that insight.
They ask and reward. Why is Crawford going to win? I've never seen Crawford. I've never seen anybody break Crawford's will. What the fuck does that mean? I've never seen
his name was Madrimov. I think Madrimov broke his will. Had this dude running around like a fucking bitch almost the entire damn fight. He threw a blitz here and there, but he lost that shit very clearly. He barely even wanted to let his hands go. How scared he was. He's gonna do the same shit to Canelo. Watch. Canelo's gonna come in with a high guard. He's gonna throw one of these jabs, right? And Canelo's gonna slip that shit and hit him with a body shot or a shot to the head. And he's gonna keep those hands at home though. This shit's gonna look like Charlo 2.0. The only difference is that this guy actually ain't gonna be able to take the shots the way Charlo could, because Charlo is a naturally bigger man than Crawford. Bigger and stronger. And that's probably one of the reasons this guy didn't fight him. Crawford didn't fight Charlo. I mean, he's trying to call him out, and then Charlo's like, "I'll fight you." And then Crawford, and then
I got a question for you.
Like, he's like, "Nope, not doing that."
Who do you think has better footwork, Mel or Crawford?
Mel. I think he's lighter on his feet. He's lighter on his feet. He's better on his feet than this guy is. He actually fights as a boxer a lot more. He's bigger and he's better on his feet. Crawford, all this boxing shit with Crawford, all this shit came out when they announced
Canelo's actually more technically sound than Crawford.
Yeah, I mean, Canelo's a better boxer than Crawford is. That's where Canelo made his bread and butter, was on being a boxer. All this brawling shit he does with the big swinging out the hooks, that's the recent incarnation of. That's not how he was for majority of his career. Dudes forgot this guy can box. Like, that's why I say, go look at the fucking Triple G fight, that second one especially. Is that not boxing? Him standing right there in the pocket, slipping shit and coming right back. When you see Crawford fight a guy at that level and do that kind of stuff, he's like, bro, he did Sean Porter. Yeah, well, he brawled with Sean Porter, a fucking, a guy at the end of his career.
And he caught him eventually. I mean, Sean Porter, look at what he did against Pence.
Porter was beating him.
Sean Porter rushed him. And then he got fucking beat up every time he was trying to rush him. I mean, he just wears down. Sean Porter wears down, and then he cracks, and then he fucking collapses. Same shit.
Yeah, Crawford's game plan is he lets you beat him up till you get tired. He's like, I'm going to get you when you're close to retirement. You're going to beat my ass, and I'm going to hit you with one punch. Yeah.
I don't know how I understand Kell Brook is a good boxer in a way. He can jab, but Crawford's supposed to be his master fucking boxer. How the fuck does he get out jab?
Yeah, but you also got to remember, was that really Brook in that ring? You got to be honest. When you go look at Brook, he gets hit with these bone-shattering shots from Triple G. Triple G couldn't even knock him down. But Crawford's going to hit him with a doink, and he's not. He's
right hand.
Knocked out. He's just knocked out. One punch, and he's knocked out. So nobody can tell me that wasn't Brook in there. That was not Brook.
Oh, he was broken. That's what I said on the video that I posted. I was like, this is a broken version.
Yeah, but this is what they judge this guy on. This is what's supposed to show us that he can beat Canelo.
No,
but the thing is, this is why I make an actual prediction and I factor in all these variables. These guys go, oh look, he beat Brook. He's gonna beat Canelo. Like, you're not actually looking at the whole picture. That's the whole thing.
Exactly. And when it comes to Kell Brook, for example, the point of the video is that to show that he's being out-jabbed, out-boxed by somebody else when Crawford's supposed to be this great, amazing boxer. But then these people, they resort to just ignoring all of that and just saying, well, who ended up winning the fight? Oh, Kell Brook ended up getting stopped. So therefore, They forget about everything that happened. No, you cannot forget
they
about
forgot about him being outboxed. Yeah, for the majority of the fight, he was out.
Exactly.
Well, however long.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, it doesn't matter. Oh, he's still a great boxer. No, he's not a great boxer. I'm showing you he's not. You know, his power bailed him out. And do you think his power is gonna bail him out against Canelo? No, he can't fucking hurt Canelo. Golovkin couldn't fucking stop this guy. Crawford won't at 38. Crawford won't be able to do it. It's impossible.
The thing is that the power really didn't bail him out. What bailed him out is the fact that Brook was dehydrated. He didn't really show great power. The reason it had that effect on him is because the guy was dehydrated. That's all it was. That guy was hydrated.
Anybody could have knocked them out, probably. You know, at that point.
Exactly. Anybody could have knocked them out at that point. You could have put Paulie Malignaggi in there with this chin and probably laid him out. I'm telling you, no joke. I bet you Paulie would have probably knocked him out. It doesn't prove anything, that fight, other than the thing it does prove is what you said. He was being outboxed. All right, so if Brook can outbox him, Canelo could probably outbox him as well. Not probably, he will outbox him. And from what I see, he's coming in leaner. So this guy right now, Crawford, people, is bulking up, meaning he might actually be slower than Canelo. Canelo, from what I hear, is actually lean. He's leaning out. He's fighting for. He's preparing himself for speed to be faster than he usually is.
You know, this reminds me when Canelo fought Golovkin the first time and the second one. There's a difference in the body type of Canelo between the first and the second Golovkin fight. In the second Golovkin fight, he looks leaner.
Yeah, he's leaner. Yeah, that's I called that earlier. He was bulked up in the first fight. He had these giant traps and all that. He leaned out a little. He probably took a little HGH maybe to kind of build his maybe. But he definitely looked leaner. He looked more natural like second.
Listen, Crawford's going to be on something. That's why I don't get.
They all are. They're trying to pretend.
They're singling out Canelo and all. He's going to be taking this and that. I'm like, what do you think Crawford's going to be doing? He's with Snack.
These people think that Canelo doesn't know that this motherfucker's sauced up. He knows it. He's okay with that.
Yeah, they all understand the game. They all understand how it works. They're all doing it at this point.
They think these guys don't know about Snack. Like they don't know about Snack. Like Canelo don't know about Snack. They think he's just dumb. He knows more about this shit than most of the fans know. They probably got spies in his camp and everything.
Yeah, they're both.
You mean like the Davis and Ryan Garcia situation?
Yeah, I mean, look, this guy's fucking filthy rich. You think he doesn't know what Crawford's doing in that camp? Pay some people a couple $100,000 here, go spy on his.
Yeah, it's like corporates. You know, not only nations, but corporate spying. Corporations, you know, they go and spy on the competition and everything. Same shit with these boxers, man. They send people to gyms. Andre Ward used to do that a lot, and he got caught. Remember?
Yeah, that's the thing. That he thinks these guys are stupid. These guys, like, you look at Canelo again. He's filthy rich. This guy's got hundreds of millions in the bank. You think he's
Andre Ward, they paid what's his name again? Kovalev's trainer, David Jackson. What's it? It's not David Jackson. David Jackson. Yeah, the Kovalev's trainer. He got betrayed. He betrayed Kovalev.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure they paid the guy. They paid him a bunch of money. Give us some info. Here you go.
Yeah, his own trainer hated him.
Yeah, all of a sudden, right?
It was weird. Yeah, it was weird because after the fight, he started shit talking Kovalev. I think because Kovalev was probably like, "You're a dumbass, bro. You're a shit trainer." That's probably what it was. Kovalev's like, "I'm better than you. Shut up." I think that's what it was. He was a little arrogant, and he thought he was like good. He's like, bro. He told his trainer, "I can knock you out right here. I can knock you out after I get Rob versus Ward." I just made that part up, but I'm pretty sure he could. Yeah.
Well, John David Jackson was not a great fighter, so.
No. And he had that weird kind of like predator hair. It's dangerous, man. You look like the predator.
The ponytail. Come on.
Yeah. Like Rod, like Mayweather's dad. Remember he had that fucked up predator hair?
Yeah.
It's a mess. You got a trainer like that, you got to cut him loose, man.
Oh yeah.
So, when I was stationed in Miami, one of my good friends was Charles Whitaker, the boxer from the Cayman Islands. We used to argue about boxing all the time. Big surprise, I used to argue about boxing with somebody. Anyway, he used to praise John David Jackson so much, saying, he's a great fighter. He's really a great fighter. Oh, he's so great, talking all this trash about Arturo Gatti, but John David Jackson's just a great fighter. It's because he knew him personally. Or maybe not personally. They trained at the same camp a few times. So anyway, that's all I have to say about that. I got a call coming in. I got to take real quick. I'll talk to you guys in a minute.
Yo. So what the fuck?
With the food.
So yeah, I can't wait for this fight. It's gonna be it's a paradigm shift, all right? It's a paradigm shift in the culture of boxing. Okay? Just like how they was talking about Tyson Fury getting knocked out by Deontay Wilder. The only way they can beat him is by having these weird concrete flappy gloves, an egg weight hidden, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? The American dominance is fucking gone. All right, it's fucking gone. And these people, you were already shown this in the Fury Wilder fight, but they still won't accept it. So now Canelo's gonna have to put the fucking stamp on it, right? He has to hammer that nail in the fucking coffin of that shit. You understand?
We're talking about heroin.
Wake the fuck up
every night with dreaming of Canelo knocking off the great black hope.
You're dreaming because you're betting on Crawford.
They're dreaming of imaginary skills.
My bad. Go ahead, Robin Hood.
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
No, you go ahead, bro. Because I was talking over
Crawford's gonna do a flip over the top rope. He's gonna come in there. He's gonna just box Canelo's ears off.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Exactly right. He's gonna come in there in the leopard print fucking trunks.
Do you honestly think he can't outbox Canelo?
Oh no, not at all.
Really?
No, not at all.
What have you seen of Canelo that makes you think?
I've seen Canelo slip and counter versus far better boxers than
yeah, but
Crawford's
that's not
ever been.
boxing, is it? That's just slipping and countering.
He doesn't know shit about boxing.
No, that's boxing. That's boxing. No. Using angles to land shots is more boxing than running away and land taps from a distance.
That's not what he's fucking gonna do. That's not what he's gonna do.
But that's the idea these guys have. They think that Crawford's gonna come in there and he's gonna run around and go doink, and then he's gonna run off and he's gonna do another doink. He's jumping and grab Canelo, and then they're gonna reset them. And he's gonna run around some more and hit him with. Because that's the only hope he has. You know how they keep bringing up Floyd, right?
But if that's the case, even if that's the case, what's Canelo going to do about that?
Oh, he's going to slip, or he's going to break his hips to pieces. He's going to do all kinds of things to prevent him from being able to move. Dude, he's already done it versus Lara.
If the referee is brought out by, whoever controls Canelo.
Check Jolly Chicken.
If it was bought out Canelo, then maybe that might be the case. But unfortunately, I just don't see. I don't see how Canelo's gonna beat him. I really don't.
You don't see how Canelo's gonna beat him?
Weight. Yeah. Or the only thing I can see is weight. If he can hurt Crawford, then that's it.
I don't.
Here's the thing, though. If anyone's gonna have a corrupt ref, it's gonna be Crawford.
Yes. Look, Crawford ain't slippery. He's never been slippery. It's like I said earlier. He just like what was it 2 years ago? This guy was getting head rocked off by Avanesian. This guy's got footwork that's like light years behind Canelo. Even at this level in Canelo's career, that guy's footwork is way behind. And he was trapping this guy up on the ropes and smashing him with shots. And keep in mind, that's a Crawford who's at 147, who's going to be far faster than the one that Canelo Alvarez will be fighting in September. Far slower version of Crawford.
I don't know. You know what? I just don't see that Canelo that you guys see. Not anymore. Anyway, I mean, back in the day, maybe like what 5 years ago, maybe. But I just don't see that Canelo now.
I mean, but he's younger than Crawford. He's got younger legs than Crawford.
He is younger than Crawford, but Crawford has fought the way he's fought.
Yeah, but he's just lost. He just got beat by a guy who has 10 fights. Who actually, in a lot of ways, I mean, Madrimov uses a lot of movement. He bounces around. Madrimov uses way too much footwork. This guy would literally do backflips and breakdances and then land a jab.
Is that the same as the way Canelo moves? Is it?
You don't. No, but Canelo, he doesn't have wasted movement. He doesn't waste anything. It's just he comes in, pot, slip, boom.
Still. Yeah.
Yeah. If he doesn't need to move, he doesn't. You don't have to be bouncing all over. Like people are very impressed by movement in that way.
No,
Canelo has only. I mean, look. Did Canelo bounce all over the place to land that left hook on Berlanga? You don't need to
Canelo. You mean Berlanga, the guy who had absolutely no test before he fought
but Berlanga is a lot more dangerous than Crawford.
You keep acting like
you.
Hold up, dude. You keep acting like footwork doesn't matter. Bivol literally beat Canelo with footwork.
I never said he doesn't have footwork. I'm saying that he uses minor footwork. You don't need to be bouncing all over the place. If you saw Madrimov, he's using all this energy.
Why do you keep bringing up Madrimov?
And in the end, all he did was throw a simple jab.
Crawford, if you actually watch all of Crawford's fights, he can fight multiple ways. And Madrimov and Canelo are nowhere near the same fighter. They don't fight the same. That's a completely different fight.
I'm talking about Madrimov versus Crawford. All that movement.
I know. Like I just said, Madrimov and Canelo are not the same guy.
Well, Canelo has less wasted movement. That's the difference. He's more efficient. He's more efficient with his movements.
Canelo's style is actually more tailored for Crawford than a guy like Madrimov, who's more awkward and tricky.
I don't know how that's the case when he has better footwork than Avanesian, who was railing this guy with overhand. He's railing right on the chin.
The fact that you think Canelo has better footwork than Crawford, it tells us everybody that you don't know.
Than Avanesian, who was railing his ass with overhand. I just said that. Avanesian, who's got shitty footwork, who was rocking Crawford with overhand.
Caleb Plant has good footwork.
Yeah, he does. I mean, people don't want to factor that in. That Caleb Plant has better footwork than Crawford does.
I mean,
look, Billy Joe Saunders has better footwork than Crawford does. You're gonna tell me Crawford has better footwork than Billy Joe Saunders?
So you're basically saying that Crawford is going to lose due to weight and power.
No, he's gonna lose because of everything.
He's going to lose because of weight and power.
No,
because that's how he lost.
Can I just give my opinion?
I've always said Canelo's not only bigger, but better.
He's going to get caught. Yeah.
He's going to get caught at some point. In multiple fights, you see him making huge mistakes. He drops his hands. Even when he throws his jab sometimes, when he brings it back, he doesn't bring it back properly. He's open. He's going to make
those lazy jabs.
He lunges in sometimes, and he could get away with that because he's strong. He could take a punch at welterweight, even kind of at 154, although we didn't get to see him a lot at 154. But at 168, he's done. He starts doing that shit.
He throws lazy jabs. You ever notice that? He throws a lazy jab.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That ain't going to work. You don't throw lazy jabs at this level.
Counter the way he used to, then...
Crawford's 38. I'm sorry, Crawford's 38. I mean, if he's going to launch, if he's launching like that at 28, he's going to be launching in at 38 like that. He's fucking...
You don't see guys on Canelo throwing lazy jabs with those lazy jabs on it. He's going to have to keep that shit tight, real tight. I think he's just going to be popping and being super accurate and all this shit. Highly unlikely. He ain't going to be sharp. I don't think so. And you got to keep in mind when he steps in with that hard jab, that's dangerous to do that. Now he could do that on a brain damaged Earl Spence, but at this level again, you can't do that because once you come in and you step in hard and Canelo slips that shit, he's eating a straight right to his face. And that and a regular right hand that he's eating. That's something like never before that he's ever felt. He never been punched by a guy like this.
What are they going to do with Canelo after this win? I mean,
what are they going to do with the Canelo?
Who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, Canelo got all kinds of fights on the horizon after this one.
Like
he got that Arabic dude that just beat Berlanga. Not Berlanga.
Berlanga.
Yeah, Berlanga. Dude, that shit is more that has more weight to it than this Crawford fight because that's a big, gigantic guy. They could build that shit up.
He's big. Dude, he's big. But
oh, look, he just knocked out the guy. That no one knocked that dude out like that. He just destroyed him. They could build that up. Look at this fight here. This guy's coming off of this terrible performance versus Madrimov, and they're building this up like no other, right? It was a terrible performance. People want to forget that shit even happened. When you hear them making these predictions, like, didn't this guy just get beat up by Madrimov? What? This is so crazy. People forgot that shit happened.
Obviously, it's a terrible performance.
Everybody said that this fucking guy was going to knock Madrimov out. You're gonna beat him easy. And then after he gets his ass handed to him, then they say
but Madrimov is the type of fighter that makes anyone look bad. He's very good.
They didn't make Vergil Ortiz look bad. He was running around like a bitch the whole damn fight.
He did.
He
made him look bad the first couple of rounds before he started catching him.
He was running for his life the entire fight.
Anyway,
he opened up at the very end of the fight because he knew that he needed a knock. Like Vergil Ortiz racked up almost every round in the fight.
Well, so since you want to,
he won almost every round in that fight.
So, since you want to play the triangle theory, Hamza Shiraz knocked out. No, that's what he's doing, bro.
I didn't hear the triangle theory. I didn't.
What triangle theory?
He's trying to use
triangle theory?
Yeah, sure.
Canelo didn't fight. Canelo didn't fight this guy, did he?
No, but you're bringing up Vergil Ortiz, Madrimov, and Crawford. That's the
No, don't. Because they're not the same thing. It's not the same
yeah,
thing.
Canelo doesn't have any common opponents with Crawford.
No, he doesn't. Because they're too small.
No, they do. Amir Khan.
Oh, all right, fair enough. Go on.
I'm not gonna count that. Khan was extremely shot by when he fought Crawford. He was extremely shot.
Oh yeah, you can't compare him. I mean, it's not even the same guy at all.
I mean, if we want to play that game where Madrimov,
well, no, you're playing that game.
Looked a lot worse against Vergil Ortiz, I can say that Berlanga got knocked out in one round against Hamza Shiraz.
Exactly. And you're just proving my whole argument. That's the whole point. That's why the fight sells better than this one.
So by that logic, Hamza Shiraz beats Canelo.
I mean, that was my whole point is that, look, Hamza, they can sell that fight because he just knocked out Berlanga. I don't give a shit about triangle theory. The fact is that the general public believes in triangle theory. They do.
No, because the triangle theory doesn't work. Everybody knows that.
Well, that's how you sell fights.
Come on.
That fight, you could sell that. God. You could sell that fight. This fight, this is stupid when you look at the Madrimov and the fact that this guy's he's a small guy coming up. He just got a name, and they built his name up because guess what? Terrence Crawford, like 2 years ago, was not a star at all. No one gave a fuck about Terrence Crawford.
2 years ago.
He was not a star at all.
2 years ago.
This man was never a star. Terrence Crawford, never.
2 years ago, no. People, what were you saying? Like he wasn't a star, or people weren't talking.
2 years ago, no, not a single person would pay for a pay-per-view that Terrence Crawford was headlining. No one gave a shit about it.
But I do know for the fact that people knew about him because he'd actually unified a division.
Well, I mean, people who are core fans of boxing knew who he was, but they would never buy one of his fights because all he did was cherry.
No, he lost money on every single of his pay-per-views. That's what Bob Arum said.
I heard the Avanesian fight. David Avanesian sold like 4,000 buy. 4,000. And this guy, when he was this dude was like 36 years old. This shit didn't sell anything.
You're saying Avanesian sold?
Yeah, Avanesian. No, he didn't sell shit. The only time that Crawford made any money was versus Earl Spence because Earl Spence was the star, not Crawford.
Yeah.
Earl Spence could fill up Cowboy Stadium, and he had done it in the past. He was actually a
home.
Spence was a star. He was a big fish, remember?
Yeah.
Okay, Crawford versus Avanesian did 5,000 pay-per-view buys according to their own and David Meltzer of the Rutzing Observation. So yep.
And I heard the card was like $40, and he only sold 5,000. Terrible.
I don't know what that has to do with boxing skills, but okay.
It's not. I'm talking about his popularity. No one cares about.
Yeah. Well, I mean. Look, it's hard to see. It really is difficult to see him beating, Canelo. I mean, beating Crawford.
It's hard to see Canelo beating. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, this guy when he fought David Avanesian, he fought Madrimov. He barely let his hands go. Barely.
What did he? What do you think? I haven't actually seen that fight. I have actually.
I would go and watch that. So. I would go and watch that because he's just going to be that much slower.
How big is he? Is he as big as Canelo or small? Should I say?
Who is Madrimov?
Yeah, Madrimov. Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is that Crawford had his hands
at home. Is he small as Madrimov?
Oh, he's smaller than them. He's smaller than Canelo.
He's smaller than Canelo.
Yes, Madrimov is smaller than Canelo.
Fuck.
And he only had 10 fights. And Crawford was shook to get hit with one of these guys' shots. He was barely letting anything go. I thought he lost.
I thought reminds me.
I thought he lost.
Kind of has a similar. He kind of has a similar type career. Triple G.
The what?
National. He's not like Triple G. He's done more, but Crawford and Triple G do have some similarities. A lot of guys didn't want to fight them, and they try to age out Crawford, but it didn't work.
No one get Crawford. That whole thing is a scam. No one aged him out. He had an opportunity.
Here's the one thing I don't understand.
He had an opportunity.
Crawford's huge. Why did he never move up third?
Earl Spence and PBC did not want to fight Crawford.
No, but why did he never move up? The division above him was way more competitive.
The biggest fight was at 47. That's why.
It doesn't matter. There was more money to make anywhere.
Where?
At any of the division. If he had a name, there was more money.
Earl Spence is the biggest guy around those weight classes.
If he didn't want to fight you, fight the next big guy. The next best guy.
The next big guy is Keith Thurman, also at 47. Try again.
Why didn't he want to fight Keith Thurman?
He ducked everybody in their prime, all of them.
Oh, you want him to go to 54 and fight Jermell Charlo? Get the fuck out of here.
Why not? He's huge.
Jermell Charlo's not a big fight.
No, but Crawford's a big person physically. Why
Jermell Charlo is not fighting Terrence Crawford. I promise you that. He's scared of it.
Madrimov is a bigger fight than Charlo? Crawford versus Charlo?
He had already beaten Earl Spence by that point, dummy.
You know, what he is a cherry pick. He knows that Charlo would have knocked him the fuck out.
You guys obviously don't know what you're talking about, but keep foaming at the mouth and saying stupid shit.
You know what Crawford did? He thought about it. He looked at risk to reward, and I bet you Turkey was not going to offer him big money to fight Charlo. So he thought, I'll just go have one last fight with Canelo.
Charlo was not fighting Crawford. Crawford was literally punking Charlo in the crowd while beating up his boyfriend Earl Spence.
He
was. He was literally talking shit to Charlo while beating up Earl Spence.
But then he ducked. He ducked Charlo. That's what he did.
Charlo literally hasn't fought in a year or 2 years, actually.
Anyway, come on. Right. Okay.
Exactly.
I've got Dirk,
what are you talking about?
Charlo's probably better than this guy.
You tell me, right? Virgil Ortiz versus Madrimov. Who won that fight?
Oh, it's very clearly Ortiz won the fight.
Obviously, Virgil won that fight. Why is that even the question?
It was almost a wash. He won almost every single round.
Right. So, and when it comes to Terence Crawford versus Madrimov, who won that fight?
Had a draw.
Madrimov won. Very pretty clearly. They just gave this guy every benefit.
Madrimov didn't win. It was a clear draw.
The intention was always to give Crawford this Canelo fight to sell his to Canelo. That's what it was.
Right, so you're saying this was a setup for the for the Canelo fight?
They thought the shit was going to be easy and he was going to knock me, and it just didn't work out that way.
All right, okay, so you had somebody who was a journeyman who actually came up on the day and put up a fight.
Oh,
he's not a journeyman.
He's not a journeyman. He's kind of he's a prospect. He's on the rise.
He's a contender. He's not a prospect either. He's too old to be a prospect.
Yeah, no. You could be an older prospect. He's a contender when
he's a very old prospect.
Yeah, he's a prospect. I think he hasn't had.
He's 30. He's not a prospect. Unless you're saying like he's Dudu Andre level prospect.
You can still be a prospect. You become a contender nowadays when you get what they call a intro title.
Andrade wasn't a prospect. He was just somebody who somebody else
Tank
was
Davis forever prospect.
Give him away as a win so they could earn a lot of money.
Well, the thing is, Madrimov his level of competition hasn't been super high. That's why I call him a prospect. He really hasn't done that much yet. That's why these guys thought they were going to wash him up. They thought, Crawford's going to come in there. This guy ain't experienced at this level.
It was an up-and-comer that they used to feed to whoever they needed to feed.
Yeah, they thought underground people knew he was good. I knew he was good.
Crawford, and then they fed him to Ortiz afterwards. Because obviously they've got some kind of thing about Ortiz versus Crawford at some point. So,
well, let me tell you this: that was the original fight, but Crawford turned that down. Before the Canelo fight, he was supposed to fight Virgil Ortiz, and he turned it down
at some point.
Oh yeah,
Turkey offered him that initially.
Yeah, Crawford don't want Ortiz.
Yeah, people ignore that. Why do people ignore that? Turkey offered Crawford,
guys. I think
Virgil Ortiz first, and then he ignored that, and he jumped up for Canelo instead.
Yeah, he wants I said it. Risk versus reward, right? He wants a high reward.
I'm sorry, but in any way you look at it, this looks like a payday. Like he's just trying to cash out a win.
Oh god,
payday.
And obviously,
and I actually did bet 250 on Crawford. I think Crawford's gonna win this fight. By the way, I bet $250 already.
I wouldn't do that.
In every way,
I already did. He's gonna win. No,
think about it.
Turkey likes his boy. No, I have a.
Stay on cold for this fight. Fuck that.
If you think about it, though, if Crawford was to win this fight, he won't fight Ortiz. So
he's gonna retire.
That fight.
He wins as he retires.
It's real shit. So it's
Ortiz
win.
You know what? He doesn't beat Ortiz, Dirk. Don't be delusional.
Yeah, he does.
There's a reason why he's ducking him, bro. There's a reason why he took it. Why he went for this fight instead.
Lose to Vander. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna go that damn far.
No.
I was about to say, fuck around, lose to Vander Zayas.
No, Vander Zayas is a very limited fighter.
Vander Zayas is a good fighter, but I ain't seen much of
Vander,
him yet. So.
He's still young, though.
Vander's good.
Vander is a Puerto Rican Devin Haney. He's good.
No, he's better than that.
He's a B-level fighter. You know,
he has
my
one
Floyd
thing,
Mayweather
though,
voice.
he's younger than Devin Haney, so he has time to improve.
Vander Zayas is better than who you.
No, that power is not going to get any better, bro.
No, the power's not
Also,
getting better, but his head movement could get better, and his
weight.
punch placement could get better.
I think the reason why Xander gassed out towards the end is he's growing out the weight. The motherfucker's getting bigger. He might not be at 154 too long.
Xander?
Yeah.
That's true.
How tall is he?
He looked. I mean, look at that fight. Did he? He didn't look that good towards the end of the fight. He was looking at the clock. Well, he wanted that shit to be over with. So he's growing out the weight.
He's,
as far as
5'10", so he could potentially meet middleweight at some point.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. He's 22. He's say like 20, however old he is. He's not done growing as a man. He's
not
only
to
going to
mention
get
he's
bigger.
fucking great. He's a brilliant fighter. You know, he can fight on the
He's
inside.
talented.
He can fight on the inside.
No, he can't.
What, you really think he can't? Oh, fair enough.
No. He's a pure boxer. That's what he is. He should stick to that.
I see. I don't know. I mean, kind of.
He's a nice little boxer, man. Like I think he can beat a guy like Boachuk. I think Boachuk is overrated. I think people they're just high on him because he gave Virgil a hard fight. But a guy like Xander,
Boachuk is kind of bad. He lost to fucking what's his name, Michael Fox.
Yeah, Michael Fox was outboxing this dude, bro. Like
Michael Fox beat the shit out of that kid.
What? Xander Zayas? What?
Yeah, Xander would outbox Sergey Boachuk. Yes.
Yeah, I believe that too.
Now, I mean, there's always a chance that Boachuk hurts him, but I'm still betting on
Chino
Xander.
Perez hurt him, and Chino Perez isn't known for power.
Who's Chino? The guy he just fought?
Yeah, the guy he just fought. Yeah, he hurt him.
He's not known for power. No.
That guy's name was Garcia. I don't know. Whatever.
He has two last names. He's one of those Mexicans.
Sorry, who?
Well, no, that guy actually. I was looking at his record. He's got a high knockout ratio, but either way, what was I gonna say?
What do you think Zayas actually excels in? Because I honestly believe that ring control
Boxing.
and
he's got
literally
a good
ring
jab.
control. He's got great. Yeah, exactly. I was about to say that as well.
He's got a great jab. He moves. He's got good head movement. He has good feet.
He's good at a lot of things, but he's not A-level in anything. Does that make sense?
No.
Well, Dirk, he's barely 20, if I remember right. He's still young. He's a young kid.
Yeah, but the thing is, these
power,
transfer, don't they?
How old is he? I always forget his fucking age.
The power is not going to get any
He's 22 years old.
Well, he's 22, but
22.
That's
Yeah, 22. Yeah, he's 22.
He's the same age Canelo was when he fought Austin Trout.
Okay, but let's be real. The special fighters, when we see special fighters, when they're fighting low level competition, they usually run through them, destroy them. Has he been doing that? No, not really.
He's always been competitive, surprisingly, in most of his fights.
Exactly. So that's a sign.
One of the Carlos where they develop power out of nowhere.
He's not a big puncher.
What I mean?
Exactly. Even Canelo, when Canelo was coming up, bro, and fighting guys in Mexico, Tijuana, wherever, he was destroying those guys. He wasn't
but he was
having competitive.
15 years old. He was nothing. He was 12, 15.
Well, you're just adding to Dirk's point. He's that special that he was just knocking out older men.
Oh no, but he was fighting at a younger age.
That's a bad thing.
But the point is, when
when he was 19 years old.
The point is, when you saw Sugar Ray Leonard, when you saw Duran or Marvin Hagler, when they fought low-level competition early in their careers, they would just run through them. Floyd Mayweather, they would knock people out.
Every prospect was knocking everybody out as it came along. Only when Floyd came along did people start respecting bitches who can't punch.
You're an idiot if you think
before that, no one gave a fuck about a guy who couldn't punch in boxing. Before that, the biggest fighter was a guy who knocked people dead with a punch.
You're saying that Xander Zayas can't punch, but I think
he's not a puncher, bro.
These are the guys they reinvent what boxing fans are into. Bro, he hits you with ba-doink, ba-doink. I just love him. Ba-doink, ba-doink.
I mean,
it's the speed.
Eventually, Xander's going to run into a guy that can close distance, and it's going to be interesting to see what he can do.
No, I think what's going to end up happening is the reason why he's avoiding like a Fundora fight because he was offered a Fundora fight and didn't want it.
Ooh, well, Fundora is dangerous for everybody.
Yeah, the Fundora fight's dangerous for him because he's going to run into something.
Fundora could destroy anybody at that weight.
Well, if you're Xander's manager, you would give him away from
he's not Mexican, so you don't need to worry that much. So.
Like a Virgil Ortiz fight is probably more winnable than Fundora for a guy like Zayas. As crazy as that sounds.
I mean, Ortiz less hittable than
I still think Ortiz like sparks this kid though.
Ortiz is less hittable, but Xander can't hurt Fundora.
You think he can?
No, Xander can't hurt anybody really. Not a punch.
You gotta hurt somebody like that.
He could hit Fundora as many times as he wants. He's not hurting that dude. He's not. He's better off just. I don't even know. I don't know.
He's gonna need a step ladder to hit the guy. I mean, this is hard to reach that dude. Imagine that dude pulls back when you're throwing the punch. No one's gonna touch his face.
That's the reason why Jamel been out.
There's a guy named Yoenis Tellers at 154. He's the WA interim champ right now. I don't think Xander can beat that guy. I don't think Xander can beat Jesus Ramos at 154.
Do you believe he's gonna go up then? Because people already said he might do that.
He might get like one more fight, maybe a Virgil fight, and then move up.
He could defend. I think his mandatory is a weak opponent, if I remember.
I think you guys are sleeping on him, but there you go.
He got his belt. You know,
he got his belt. He's gonna defend it once and probably move up. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And maybe try to give. I mean, what's available at 160?
Y'all sleeping on my boy, bro. He about to fight Fundora one day.
Fundora.
He ain't gonna fight Fundora, boy.
Bro, he ain't beat Fundora, bro. Stop it.
No, not beat him, but he's gonna fight him.
I feel like to beat Fundora, you gotta knock us out, man.
Zaires is gonna quit after getting cut.
He's hard to outbox. Because of his ridiculous reach. You gotta knock his ass out like Mendoza did.
And he knows how to box and brawl too. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, Fundora, you got to go to his body. That's where you start. His head is very hard to hit. It's hard to reach the fucking guy.
Yeah. Now, I mean, if is an if, you know, if your auntie had a dick, should be your uncle, right? Nah. But if Zayas has some decent power, bro, okay, now we're talking. Like, I can see how he can beat a lot of these guys because he does have skills, but his lack of power is, I don't know.
What's good, yo?
Yeah. What's up?
Everything's good. Everything.
What up? Who that?
Yo, my bad. What's good?
What's up, Kiki?
What's up, on chill?
It's Kiki. My bad.
What's up, bro? We can see.
Hey.
All right, cool. I my bad. I was trying to get in. I had to subscribe and all this stuff. Hey, anyway, I was listening to you guys about those Sayas and he's ready. I don't think he's ready for anybody that holds the belt at 154. He's good, but not there yet. That's my humble opinion.
No, he's not there.
But he has a belt now, right?
Yeah, I think he do. He do. And I mean, the Mexican guy that fought him last time, he gave him a lot of opportunity to get knocked out, and he didn't take advantage of that. So even though Boots moving up 154, I think Boots stops him right away.
Damn.
Not to mention that if he fight Virgil, Fundora, they're holding the belt, they'll stop him.
Damn.
Not ready. He's not ready for him. He's good. My respect for him, man. He's getting there, but it got to take a little bit of time.
It's too early to put him in there with those guys.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. Boots. I'm not too sure that Boots would beat him. I'm not too sure about that.
Why is that?
The shit out of him, bro.
Is it because he's a big, strong guy? He's a young 22-year-old guy. We don't know what Boots is at this weight. We just don't know what he is. And he's bound or getting TKO wins over
4 pounds, bro. What is it?
We need. There's a difference. There's more than 4 pounds.
I don't think Xander does anything better than Boots.
Exactly.
Boxing's just as good, if not sharper. Bro, this guy's sharper than Boots. He is.
I mean, you don't really see Boots box that much because he feels he can just walk you down.
But boxing-wise, I think Xander's a better boxer than he is.
Well,
he may not punch as hard. He may not punch as hard, but I think.
And Yoenis is better than the guy he just fought, bro. Let's be for real. Stanley,
look. Xander will actually box Boots. Stanionis did not box Boots. He did it. He came straight at
that
him.
Xander could beat Boots.
I think it's a possibility.
Run and hug all day. Like that's all he's not gonna do.
I think he has.
What the fuck?
Let me say, look.
I mean,
I'm saying he has a shot at outboxing.
That would be an incredibly close fight.
You could beat him on
Boots
points.
would win.
Yeah, I mean, you could beat Boots. I'm saying the Xander. I'm not saying the percentage, but I'm saying he has the potential to outbox him and beat him in a 12-round fight.
He can't. I don't think so.
I've heard. I mean, the kid he can't be caught.
At this point, it's like
Boots doesn't have the best defense.
Height, experience.
Yeah,
like,
but Xander can't.
What else do they need? It's.
I mean, he uses angles. He moves. He uses angles. He steps around. He uses footwork.
You don't think Boots would be able to adjust?
Well, and let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask you a question real quick. Coming up to September 13, what do you guys think about that fight? Everybody hyping Crawford. Everybody, I'm saying 70% got Crawford beating Canelo. So what do you guys think?
No disrespect to you. 70%.
Well, I'm on side of Crawford.
I've been watching.
I'm sorry, you guys.
I think 100% of Crawford fanboys got him winning.
I'm not a Crawford fanboy. I actually like Canelo. I followed Canelo for years, but I believe that Crawford has the skills to beat Canelo at this age.
You got everybody calling saying he's going to be. How about you got Vivon saying
all those people you just named are literally Crawford's friends or associates.
Oh, come on.
I don't really see it, man. I don't see it. I think Canelo's a lot more skilled boxer than what people give him credit for. I think he actually has displayed
I never said he wasn't.
Better boxing skills than Crawford's ever displayed.
I just don't think he has enough to beat Crawford. I know they're like roughly the same age, but I just don't think that he could beat Crawford.
What this fight kind of reminds me of?
Unless Canelo came in at 180 pounds.
But what does he bring?
Like 160. But
I don't understand what he brings. That's
it. Everybody says that's exactly what everybody says. Like Crawford's going to be running around the ring, dodging, holding the referee.
If he's got 30 pounds less weight, he's going to help him out. They say he's going to run all over the place.
He's going to play like
Turkey's going to help out Crawford.
He's going to have to box him.
Completely ignore exactly all the calls.
Holding his hand is going to tell him you got to box him at least 3 to 4 rounds, and that's the moment that Canelo's going to take advantage. And for me, I think Canelo stops him past the 8th round. It can't go a decision, or else I don't know what to say on that. But I think Canelo stops him past the 8th round. I got Canelo stopping him. Hands down.
I think he has to stop him. They might actually rob him.
I'm gonna be there to see that.
They're gonna rob Canelo. Trust me.
They'll rob him on the cards. I think he knows this. Did you hear that? That quote from
Rob
Reynoso?
Him on the cards
there was a recent interview with Reynoso, and the statement was, look, Reynoso said, we're going to knock him out. We promise. This is Reynoso's exact words. He says, we promise you we're going to knock him out.
Exactly. And all I know, Canelo been in so many matches.
Yeah, bro, you got to listen. You got to listen to remember the press conference. Remember what Canelo said. Canelo said, I know that's your friend. Right? Remember he said that?
No, that's on Netflix, right?
Yes, true.
So what do you think he's going to do about that, knowing that he got the deck stacked against him?
He's on Netflix.
He's going to go in there for a knockout. He has to knock him out or win sufficiently by way far.
He's going to try to beat the fuck out of him.
If he's on Netflix, the white guy ain't going to win.
Done and done. Done and done. Don't worry.
It's on Netflix, yeah.
It is.
They're going to try to bring the Shiraz versus Canelo just because he knocked out
Benavidez lined up as well. From what I hear, they're trying to set that up.
Yeah, you're right. You're honestly right. Maybe because he fought,
Berlanga and Shiraz were 2 different fights. When Berlanga went against Canelo, he was playing defense all night. He was going to go collect a check. But Shiraz against Berlanga thought he was walking the park, and he said, I'm going to take him out. And what happened? Bam, he gets schooled. But against Canelo, everybody's saying, oh, he could beat Canelo, Shiraz could beat Canelo. It's not the same. It's 2 different. Berlanga came in to fight. And with Canelo, he went to collect a check and play defense, not the same fights.
Well, Shiraz shows that he has power.
Oh, yes.
He does have power.
My respect for that, man. He's so humble and respectful. And he said if he fights Canelo, he's going to do it toe-to-toe in the ring. And that's when the tall building is going to fall, man.
Yeah. But another difference that people don't see is that Berlanga actually has struggles to make that weight. You see him coming to the weigh-in, he's sucked in. He's had problems. Canelo comes to that weight healthy. Yeah, he does. You ever see what he looks like? He's all his lips are all.
When he fought Canelo, he had 200. He was at 200 pounds.
Yeah, but he was.
So I don't know why you struggle in that fight.
He's like waterlogged. He's floated up with water.
Jesus, I was not aware of that, and I follow boxing a lot. But when he fought Canelo, he's a 200-pounder, and why would he struggle against Shiraz?
He's sucked down. I don't know. He's into assault or something.
I just think he spends so much time talking shit instead of training.
He's just not eating right. I think he's
throwing
drinking.
the stripper money, the dollars of stripper money towards.
I don't want to see that, bro.
That's probably what it is. He's drinking. He's not eating correctly. Comes in. He's like some muscle, and he's all covered in like water.
It got all to his head, just like Andy Reid when he fought the first time and won.
Yeah,
same thing. They win and they win money, and then they go fuck it up.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that contributes to his weak chin that he's gonna get dropped like that because he's like killing himself to make the weight.
Canelo fans remind me of Tank fans. They say, "Well, Tank has skill too and power. He can knock out Shakur Stevenson."
I mean, I got Tank beat Shakur all day.
I know you do. I know you do. But when that fight does happen, don't be surprised when Shakur makes Tank look silly.
Yeah, and Shakur's gonna do this,
and he can't land.
I agree 100% with you.
Those power punches.
I agree. I think I got Shakur beating anybody at 135. Anybody. I don't care who it is.
Tank will line him up.
Beautiful IQ.
After that match with Lamont Roach,
all you need is a jab. Lamont Roach is way more dangerous than.
Look, bro, if you love boxing, I don't know how you don't love watching Shakur Stevenson fight, but that's my opinion.
I respect that a lot.
I love to watch a fucking bum run around the ring.
Whether I want to fall asleep or not, you know what I mean? It's like
De Los Santos is a masterclass.
Or don't want to go to bed, or
beat the shit out of
you were bored by that last fight. That was a boring fight to you.
I thought he lost.
Do what he did last fight to earn respect from the fans.
No, he got trapped. No. Zepeda trapped his ass up on the ropes. They're gonna give him all the credit. Why don't we give the credit to the guy who trapped him?
Oh, no, I do.
But I heard a lot of people saying it's an amazing performance. Yet it was Zepeda, the one who was making the fight.
He could have ran around. He could have ran. He could have played those.
He tried. He tried. Remember, he tried, and Zepeda cut him off. He was moving laterally and cutting him off. And he got him up on the ropes.
He was doing the same thing over and over again. Cepeda was doing the same thing.
Oh yeah, he kept trapping. Like people think this guy wanted to get trapped on the ropes and get his face punched off. Like he hits him with his jab and chin checked his ass. You think he wanted that to happen?
Oh, never. No boxer.
Wasn't that a jab too? What the fuck?
He stepped that. You know, Zepeda's a right-handed fighter. He's like Crawford. His power shot is his right. That's why he hit him with that shit. And he rocked him.
True. But he just needed that power to stop him because I saw Shakur Stevenson feeling that power. He's trying to run, but he's getting pressure. But I don't care. That boy whooped Tank at 135, hands down.
A lot of people think he'll beat Tank. I don't think he got a shot in hell of beating Tank because Tank's gonna laugh at that guy.
Tank should have lost the last Roach fight, Lamont. He should have lost that fight.
But Roach can punch on the inside. Roach is actually, I said this in my prediction of that fight. The guy has a very good inside game, Roach. He's got a pretty sharp, strong puncher on the inside. But I don't think Shakur is that. He's not strong on the inside. Not like Roach. He's better on the outside. He's better at running around and hitting you with singular punches and running some. I think Tank will trap Shakur and set him up.
I would like that to happen, and I'll bet whoever wants to bet that Shakur will outbox him.
Exactly, but they always do that, don't they? Remember Frank Martin? I think he'll catch him. He'll catch him at some point, I think. And
Shakur is not fucking Frank Martin. You're dumb.
Well, Frank Martin probably looked more impressive than Shakur.
He was scary as hell in that fight.
Well,
Frank Martin started boxing like 18 years old.
Frank Martin actually hits you with punches. You don't just hit you.
He actually heard.
I gotta go back.
I don't believe in that. Though.
Thank you guys so much.
George Ortiz and the amateur. Is that what you about to say?
And I got Canelo winning. I'll be there.
I don't believe in that.
I'll be there that day of the fight.
All right,
up there.
Thank
you guys. Hey, you guys have a wonderful day, man. Thank you for letting me on the show. I appreciate you guys. But I got Canelo, baby, all the way, 100%.
It's a smart man. You got Canelo. There you go.
Let's see what happens.
God bless y'all.
Frank Martin started boxing 18 years old. Shakur is a silver medalist. It's not the same different.
Yeah, but I mean, it didn't stop Tank from beating the fuck out of Shakur in the gym.
He did not beat the fuck out of Shakur in the gym. That's cap. Is there video proof of this?
He said it from his own mouth. He said that guy got nothing. He knows what I did to him. That dude just wants a payday.
There's no visual proof.
No, Shakur just wants that payday. That's all it is. He knows that guy's gonna bust his ass.
What the fuck happened to the?
Then why is he ducking them? Talking about I'm retired.
Oh, you know that he offered him a contract. No. Tank offered him a contract a long time ago, but he had to actually make weight. That's why the fight didn't happen. Because the guy's a middleweight. Shakur is a middleweight. He's a fucking weight bunny. That's what it is.
Ain't scary at the scale of Lamont Roach. He needs to take care of that business before worrying about Shakur.
Right.
Well, he's not going to fight Lamont Roach, I think. I don't think he's going to do it. I think he's trying to bait in Shakur. That's what's happening right now. That's why he went into a fake retirement. He's trying to get as much as he can.
You predicted that Tank was going to dominate Lamont Roach. I told you that was going to be a hard fight.
No, I didn't. I never said that. I never said that.
You said he was knock this guy out.
I literally said, I literally made videos saying that it wouldn't shock me if Roach beats him. I have actual proof of that. Yes. I have actual videos, 2 different videos.
Shakur is better than Lamont Roach.
I said Lamont Roach is a very good.
Did it play out like you say it did? Did it play out like you say it did?
It did. Because I said Lamont Roach is very slippery and very good on the inside. And that's exactly what happened. They were getting into exchanges and he was catching Tank, right? With short punches, catching sneaky stuff. And you know what happened
on the inside, Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah, but he ain't as good as Roach on the inside, not at all. I don't see it.
He might not hit as hard as Lamont Roach.
Tank or Shakur? Wait a minute. What?
He's not that good on the inside. He's really not. That's why you get pieced up on the ropes by guys not even a puncher. They give guys moral victories. He's getting dominated, and they're like, he's winning because he's on the rope. Beat up. He's winning. What?
I just don't see how he is better on the inside than Santa Cruz. But
then who?
Leo.
Roach and Santa Cruz. I think he is. He packs more of a punch. He's more slippery. He knows how to catch you. When you make minor mistakes, he makes you pay for them. You saw it in the fight. He overextends himself.
You said who's not better than who on the inside?
Roach is slippery on the inside. He's a slippery Roach, man.
You say Cruz? Which Cruz?
La Hoya.
He said Santa Cruz.
What the mean? What the fuck are you talking about? It's Leo Santa
Somebody
Cruz.
said Cruz.
Who else did he fucking fight?
I mean, Santa Cruz looked like shit in that fight, right? He get trapped up on ropes. Why doesn't he get trapped on the ropes? Am I wrong?
It's little, bro.
You're getting trapped on the ropes the whole fight. I got to go watch it again.
Lamont Roach is the most skilled guy Tank had fought to that point. Shakur is even more skilled than Lamont Roach. I got Shakur winning that fight.
I got Shakur running in that fight and landing. But doink. Don't hurt me. No.
You call it running, I call it boxing, so whatever.
Don't hurt me. That's my impersonation of Shakur. I hate to lose.
Yeah, he kind of does hate to lose because he's basically a Nepo baby.
Oh, yeah, he's terrible, dude. We saw that De Los Santos shit. They needed to get him a moral win.
He doesn't want to get hurt. He wants.
That whole win he had versus Cepeda. That was all media propaganda.
I'm a tough guy boxing shit, and then he doesn't want to get hurt. So he gets in the ring and he fights against people that are paid not to hurt him. And then he runs around and then he gets paid and he says, "Oh, look, I'm a tough guy boxer." And then that's it.
Oh my God, I didn't expect Shakur to get stuck up on the ropes almost every round and get beat on. Damn, the guy looked amazing. My God.
That's the one thing that bothers me about what happened to boxing. It feels like
he looked
tough
amazing.
Boxing anymore.
He's so good.
Did you see that smile? My God.
Guys, you don't
oh my God, the smile.
You're getting beat up, you're
He
winning.
was smiling to say that
the smile, clean, effective smile.
I was much better than him.
You see the way Shakur smiled? My God. What a smile on that man.
It was almost like he didn't want to get knocked out.
Cepeda, he chin checked him, and then Shakur gave him a smile. And I just gave Shakur the round right there. It's like when Manny was beating Floyd's brains in on the ropes, and then Shakur, and then Floyd turns
don't
and he
worry about
smiles.
it, Floyd. I'm just gonna step back.
Goes, yeah, baby.
Yeah. He's like, all right, I'll step back. Don't worry about it, Floyd. You know, I'm not gonna hurt you too much, bro. I'm just gonna step back because I do want to be the prime minister of the Philippines or whatever.
Maybe that's what it was. I mean, he let him off the hook. He's like, I won't hit you anymore. It was weird.
Hear me out.
He's
I have a
damn.
great
I should
narrative
knock
for
you
you.
out.
Too many people
You will
are
love
on
this.
it.
I have a great narrative for you. You will love this. It's incredible.
Oh, please, Mr. Spanish man, let me know.
Do you know who the original fake guy of "I'm getting beat up, therefore I'm winning" is? I have always
Ali?
said this. Ali with the rope-a-dope is the origin. Is the
Yeah, so I made a video on Muhammad Ali.
of getting beat up. Yeah, like that is. I have been going hard on Ali over the past couple of days. I'm using
Like Foreman's like breaking his ribs. And they're like, "Oh my God, look, he's wrestling."
literally
knocks his ass out. What are you
every
talking
single
about?
argument.
Yeah,
Every
Foreman's-
single argument
Foreman's
comes
beating
down
him.
The
to
fun was like,
nebulous
oh
lyrics.
him
no,
out. What do you mean?
Ali, I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of here without getting lynched. Yeah.
And then Foreman says, "Hey, how about a rematch, Ali?" He's like, "Fuck no. Hell no."
It's the only guy he didn't rematch. He rematched.
I got your ass in Africa, I drained you the fuck out, got you tired, and then that was it. He's like, maybe with scorching hot, maybe.
Every African in that country wanted to lynch George Foreman. He would have never have made it to that plane if he won.
Oh yeah, they would have killed him probably, right?
They would have killed him. They would have killed him. People don't understand how
And
the
guess
politics
what?
were
If
back
they
then.
had killed him, it would have still been the white man's fault somehow.
Yes,
Oh,
Trust
yeah,
me on this.
definitely. Definitely.
It would have actually been my fault specifically.
It's definitely it's your
Are
fault.
are you a Spanish white man? Because they are very, very rare.
I am a white man. I am an alpine monkey from the mountains of northern Spain.
Are you a man from a very northern Spain?
No, I'm just happy
Shoot him, he's
so I look
racist.
like a ghost.
Yeah.
Fuck,
He's a-
man.
he's a- he's a
you are a
albino.
brown man.
He's so white.
I'm really not. Honestly, I'm not
He
a
is a
racist. I
white
just don't
Spanish
like
man
American
from
blacks.
Granada.
Like Hispanic blacks, I get along with. It's the American ones I don't like.
There are,
So I'm not
there's Hispanic blacks.
Yeah, there are lots of them.
A lot of, more than there are
Name them.
American blacks.
I mean, a lot of Dominicans are.
You like Jeff or like
Hey,
Steve?
Dominicans are not black, fool.
Not all of them, but a lot of them.
Do you want us to die? Dominicans are not black guys. Like
Not
this does
all
not
Dominicans.
reflect the opinions of BTA boxing. Okay, like
No, I mean
this
there's some
this is
Dominicans that
Israeli.
are straight up like
and
Nigerian or
Nigerians.
something. They're like Nigerian.
Are you familiar with the Basque people?
I don't.
Panda.
Oh, they struggle.
Panda.
They control all the banks. They are.
He does not understand the Basque people or their struggle.
Exactly.
I call
What
bullshit.
struggle? The struggle for more banking and giving out more loans. Fuck those guys.
Bullshit.
Okay. Let's go back to
control, like,
boxing.
every
Andres,
fucking
who do you
bank.
have on a Crawford-Canelo fight?
Canelo is going to win
Oh,
very
come
easily,
on.
and we're going to forget about this very soon.
no, we're
Yeah,
not gonna forget because we're gonna be laughing about this shit forever.
No, we're going to focus on the next freak show. Like he's.
We're
going to
gonna
fight
loop
Jake Paul
Dirk
or Taylor
saying
Swift
how
or something.
we're gonna loop Dirk. We're gonna rub it in Dirk's face from now to time.
Or I'm
But
gonna
we're not
rub it in
going
their
to.
face.
Yeah, like remember when
I'm
Canelo
actually
like
I
crippled
don't know if you guys
Crawford?
know.
Remember that, Dirk? Remember when
I
he
believe
killed
that
Crawford in the
would
ring?
win, but there you go.
Dirk, do you remember
Do you
when
guys
Canelo killed
remember,
Crawford? That was funny, wasn't it?
I don't think it's ever going
If
to
it
be like
happens,
that.
I
It's
will
going
laugh,
to be
but it
a
won't.
boring
I'm joking.
decision.
Yeah.
Bomac's gonna be like, boy, throw the goddamn towel. Throw it, no. Throw the towel.
No, he's already dead.
Like, Bomac, go with the
I
towel.
think Crawford is going to run to levels that are going to be obscene. He's going to be running and running constantly.
Run, boy, run. He's gonna kill you, boy.
And very little is going to happen, yes. The thing is, Crawford
It's a
is good.
shame,
Like, I
but
don't
that's a
dislike
shame.
Crawford. He's just... His resume is like every modern
Oh
champion.
shit! What's
by which I mean
Andreas'
is
icon?
he has fought like a couple of people, but
Is
no,
that a
nobody
Sayat?
really.
It is a fucking Sayat as well.
Wait,
That's a
Victor
Sayat
Postal was
Ibiza,
not
isn't
elite?
it?
I mean, Postal is
Yeah,
the
Mike.
goat. I mean, I have
Oh
told
yeah,
you
yeah.
that.
That's
It's,
true. Yeah.
Kel Brooks was not
In
elite?
Ukraine, they tell us
Oh,
horror
yeah.
stories when we're children about Postal, like how if you're bad in the middle of the
Spain.
night, he
You're
will
pretty
come to
fucking
your
far
room.
away from the Ukraine, bro.
Oh yeah, he fucks you up.
Bro, I am
No,
my dad
Andres is
He-
European map. He's
half
European map,
Postal.
bro. He's
He's
like half
European
everything.
in general.
He's
European
genetically,
in
he's half
general.
Postal.
Like,
So
can
in
is
the
he,
Ukraine,
like,
when we
before,
were
has he
up
got
there
the
in the
ability to get
steppe,
to
in the
see
cold,
everybody's struggling in the European area?
Yes. So when
Even
you were
Eastern
in the
Europe.
cold steppes, sometimes if you're bad,
called
Victor
steps.
Postal shows up in the middle of the night and he jabs you for 12 rounds, and then you lose a decision.
Exactly.
It's very
It's like,
dramatic.
I don't care. I'm actually from
No,
Europe.
dude,
so
I'm still saying Turkey's gonna rob Canelo. You guys watch. Everybody watch.
No, that's wasteful.
It's gonna happen.
Actually, no, I'm
doesn't
from
have it in
Britain.
here.
I'm not from Europe. Fuck
He has
that.
it in him. Trust me.
It's hard to rob him when Canelo knocks. That's the whole thing. He has to knock him out. That's why he's saying, "I promise."
Do you guys think
he knocked
Crawford put
Kovalev
out?
out? Remember
Even,
that?
I don't think Canelo has that in him anymore to knock out anybody.
different.
Oh, really? Is that what you're saying?
He's a smaller.
You mean
weaker
was
man.
that like a
He will knock him
one-time
out.
thing? Was it? Like, you
In
know,
boxing
you're
years,
knocking out a
Canelo's like
175 pounder,
45.
you know.
I think what's going to be really funny.
What's
What's going to be really funny is in that first
175
shot.
pounder.
You're going to see when the first shot from Canelo lands, clean punch hits Crawford. This shit's going to be comedy gold.
Oh shit! You know, if he knocks out,
like crazy.
if
He's going to be like, "What the fuck?"
If he knocks out Terence Crawford in the first round with one punch, I will donate £500, which is like what, like $1 million or something like that.
Yeah. Over
to
USD.
to PED Boxing. That happens.
Oh, you have to. You have to do that. You give
I
me a
will
little
do
bit
that.
too. I'll take a little. You got to give me. You got to give it to me. I need
I don't
a
give a
little bit.
shit.
I'll have a little bit.
No,
No, you give me a little bit. You give me a little
fuck you! I'm not giving a shit, but I'm giving it to PED Boxing.
bit. No, you got to give me a little bit. It's just low.
Bullshit! No way.
Oh, that's messed up. That's messed up.
Who the fuck is FUTV?
Don't give anything to Julian.
Yeah,
He's gonna
real
buy
food
Nazi
TV, bro.
memorabilia with it.
Come on. You got to give me a little.
Why?
So,
Because I
how
deserve
do you
it.
guys feel about the fact that party
Oh
will
look,
not
I
get
mentioned
paid?
money
I
and
heard
futures.
that. I heard
Like,
that. You cannot.
you fucking did, yeah.
I will get the money. We'll take the money.
Bucho's gonna get it. He's gonna
Yep.
split it. He's gonna split it.
If he knocks
Came on
out
this girl.
We have
Terence
TV.
Crawford in the first round, I will give you £500, Bucho.
You won't do
Promise.
it. You won't do it.
Yeah, you know that
Chicken,
didn't
I
happen.
won't do it.
That didn't happen. You're lying. You're fucking lying. That's
You will give the money to Bucho,
No,
and Bucho has
I
told me
will.
private
If-
that he will spend it on
Yeah,
Counter-Strike.
but you guys are like used to dealing with Americans and like South Americans and shit.
Look, if
People who don't
Crawford
actually
wins,
hold
I'm gonna
up
give
their-
all. I'm gonna give
what they
Dirk
do.
$100,000.
What? What?
What?
I'm kidding. That's a joke.
You want to stand on that?
No. I don't stand.
Yeah,
on that.
okay.
I never.
Oh,
I never
yeah.
bet in boxing. I don't bet.
But I promise you, like, I will donate £500 to BDA Boxing.
Oh, you keep changing it.
If-
You keep changing it now. I thought it was $1 million before.
What do you mean?
Wasn't
What? No, that was. Well, I don't know who that was, but it wasn't me.
£500,
I said £500, which is like $1 million or something, because like the
£500.
exchange rate's retarded.
That you are that obese? Holy shit! That sucks for you, buddy.
Yeah. I'll donate
How
£500
does it feel to be?
to,
How does it feel to be the average American?
Oh, that's fucked up. I'm American, bro. I'm not 500 pounds yet.
Yeah,
I
but that's
promise you,
because
I'll
you are poor.
If he not, if
Eventually,
Canelo
Glorious.
knocks out,
No.
never mind. Okay, fine, you guys. I'll have to type it then. You guys keep fucking talking.
I mean, it could also be a draw too, if the fight is close.
I mean, the fight
I
prior.
don't think so.
If he wants another fight with us, I don't know why Turkey would want a part 2 of this, but you know, he might just rig it to be a draw.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to help his boyfriend out, right? He wants to give.
Well, yeah, I mean, he helped out his other
Canelo
boyfriend
is,
Shiraz, so why is he not going to help out this guy?
He wants to help his boyfriend before he goes off into the sunset.
People forget that Shiraz lost that fight against Adames, and he helped him out still.
Yeah, I don't forget. I knew the guy lost.
So what makes you think he won't help out Crawford?
Oh, I think he will help Crawford.
That's why I'm saying if it's close, it's going to be a draw or a robbery.
Canelo knows this.
Maybe Crawford is going to get fed to Shiraz then. Maybe that's the idea.
Someone's going to get fed to Shiraz.
Do you
No,
guys
not
think
Crawford.
that Shiraz is on his knees right now praying in front of Turkey? If you know what I mean.
Why is it saying I've
Oh,
got
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
definitely.
fucking
He's already played a
noob
couple
here?
Yeah.
I've only been part of like BDA for like the past 5 fucking years.
Oh,
Because I don't talk too much in their shitty channel. Because like most of the time it's just people like, you know, posting shit about nonsense that's Mexican related.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
I'm sure I've been in
nonsense
here for a while, but there you go.
No one talks nonsense. No one.
We are all scientists on the PDA Discord
Beats
server.
fight Ali, Dirk would feel different about the ginger. Yeah, that's not nonsense, is it?
Dirk's gonna be at home wearing his Crawford hat. He's gonna be like, "Run, ball, run!"
Oh shit! Shit! They've got a post here from Victor Conte. It says, "Enough about Terence Crawford weighing 185."
Dirk's gonna be wearing his boots in his
It is 6 weeks until the fight. He will not weigh that on the fight night. Yes, Terence is a dog and highly skilled. He is not.
Oh my god, he's a dog.
Never has been.
He's just gonna bum rush Canelo. We all know that.
I was involved with PEDs for 22 years. Yes, we know, Victor.
Yeah, that's also something
I
we want to
may
talk about.
understand how to circumvent some of the tests done. Does not mean that I have done so in more than since 2003. That's bad English. Okay, Victor, we don't believe you. The speculation about Snack is simply that. Well, I don't believe you. Terence may be the most intelligent boxer today, accept that and appreciate this tremendous talent. Yes, Victor. So he's part of Snack. I didn't know that Terence was actually a part of Snack, but there you go. What a load of bullshit.
Is Snack an acronym or is it just a name?
No, it's an acronym for something.
Yeah, it means like I take loads of PEDs or something.
What does the what stand for?
What does the N stand for in Snack?
Ninja or something. I don't know.
I'm not gonna say.
You know what it stands for, though.
Wait, that's another thing. Wait, Julio, there's another thing people forget to talk about is that Conte is on Crawford's team. So if Canelo wins, they're gonna pop him for something.
Yeah, but they are all on steroids. This competition is
But
stupid.
the difference is those Conte knows how to read the test well and actually pop someone for it.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are better at it, but every professional athlete on every sport, even shitty ones that you're not familiar with, is on PEDs.